fucker. Hold on a second. Shit. Good morning. If anybody comes in here. Oh my god. Ow, you fucking bastard. You son of a bitch. Hold on a second. What is this thing? Alright, let me go with my history here. See, oh, good morning. Or afternoon. It's kind of afternoon. Dude, I broke my nail so bad. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hold on. I gotta clean my glasses off. They're like filthy right now. Good morning. Hold on a second. Good morning. Mom? Morning, Mom and chat. I'm just kidding. Life reminded. Dude, so I broke my nail really bad last night. I had already broke this one. Hold on a second. I already broke it. Look at this shit. Oh, it's like bleeding. You see the blood under there? Oh, it fucking hurts. It hurts. I broke it so bad. It broke already. I tried fixing it. And then yesterday I was parking my car and it like broke. It broke in half. And I was like, I glued it back together and I had, I was out. So I had to go get nail glue. I glued it back together. It actually held up pretty good all night. And then I was sleeping this morning. My alarm went off and I must have like moved my hand and I felt it. The whole nail just rip off and it was bleeding and it was burning like hell. It hurt so bad. So I can't even fix it right now because I got to wait for it to heal up a little bit. Your nails are what? Are you painting them? Fuck regular nail polish. I can't even fuck with that stuff anymore. Target. Ooh, lucky you, burn hot dog. I love Target. So, all right. I was listening to some of the crazy that was going on yesterday. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? These people are crazy. All right, I'm just going to say, hey, Freeside Mobster. Is that the same person that's Freeside Mobster? No, that's a different one. Okay. That's supposedly me. Hey, Adam Harris. Good morning. Yo, Leona. So, I was listening to some of the crazy that was going on yesterday. And I'm like, dude, this place is nuts. Number one, I don't even want to call this person out because I actually kind of like the person. Like, I find them entertaining. But I was listening to Kiki yesterday. Kiki Ramblings. And number one, I don't understand why somebody goes live to announce that they're not in drama anymore. Why do people keep doing this shit? Why? Why do people keep going live and acting like, oh, I'm not in drama anymore. I'm way above this. I'm going to start a health channel. Like, dude, could we just stop? Could we collectively agree that we should just stop doing this? Stop coming on here and acting like you're so above everybody. I'm so done with drama. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm gonna make videos about people being productive and healthy. And then next thing you know, you're talking shit about Laura and fighting, doing the same thing that you're acting like you're so above. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I couldn't not say anything because I don't want to have a war with Kiki. She's welcome to come in here. She's welcome to fucking come up on the panel and talk about it. But, there was a couple of things I heard yesterday that I was like, it's a little hypocritical, And I'm like, where's all the friends? Where's all the fucking moral authorities around here that were in her chat, like Tracy and all them, because she's talking about looking like a retard and she said some pretty fucked up things and fighting people and all this other fucking crazy shit. But there was one situation that was discussed that I don't fucking remember the situation, but something about Laura's Discord and scabies and some nurse in there. And I'm like, I don't fucking remember this shit at all. Like, I just don't remember this. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't personally fucking remember because it was like probably back in 2020. I don't even remember why I had an issue with Kiki talking shit about Laura. I'm here for it. Yeah. I mean, look, I like listening to her, like fucking rip people. There's no question, but I'm kind of listening to her yesterday, and I'm like, girl, you all right? Like, what's going on here? Because my name got brought up of like several times. She's like, oh, I'm sick of hearing talk about Laura. Then don't fucking listen to me, Kiki. Like, what the fuck? It's pretty simple. I mean, then she's like, oh, I never took money from people on here. And I'm like, didn't you have a Patreon back in the day? And then she's calling Laura out about, and look, I ain't sticking up for Laura. Laura's an asshole, but I'm just saying, she's calling Laura out about like taking some fund up or something to take her to court, which I don't remember that. But I'm like, girl, you told your Patreons that you sent me a cease and desist, and you even posted a picture of it, certified mail, in your Patreon that you were taking money from people. And I never got that shit. So, I mean, come on. I don't even remember what happened between her and I. What I remember is like something happened with Kim. She doxed Kim's like ex-husband or some shit on like a community post or something. Then Tiffany fucking lost her shit. And then, we got into like this war, and I don't even really remember it because it was like that insignificant in my life. I do remember this. I mean, I'll show you guys. I remember when Laura was going to take Kiki to court. You do? See, I don't even fucking remember this shit because, like, I actually liked Kiki, man. I did. I don't know. She turned on me one day, and I don't really know why. I have a feeling it was because she hated Laura so much that, I started talking to Laura because that's why a lot of people, yeah, like, we got blocked for no reason by her. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. But there was a lot of, like, crazy shit being said yesterday that I was just like, what? Girl, hold on. I don't remember. She's saying I believed something about scabies. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know what scabies look like. And like, honestly, is that the worst thing? You showed a rash on here, okay, which was terrible. I remember her showing some type of rash, but I don't remember people saying it was scabies. Like, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't fucking remember that because it's just not something that I would stick out in my mind. But, like, is that the worst thing that could happen? Is that somebody said scabies? Like, I don't know. I don't even know what scabies are or what they fucking look like. And she's like, and Makeup Mobster believed it. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't even remember this. Could you, like, remind me? Because, like, honestly, it just probably wasn't that important in my life. Nothing like that was done in Discord. Yeah, see, like, I don't remember it at all. At all. It was the purple community versus the ponies. Yeah, I remember that. We're all in the block club, and I still don't understand why I gave up on trying to understand. Yeah, she's like blocked me and unblocked me, but she brought my name up several times yesterday, and I'm like regarding this scabies thing, and I'm thinking like, dude, I don't fucking remember this, but I mean, clearly it had an impact on her, whatever happened, but I'm like, I don't fucking remember this. Hold on a second. She posted this in her fucking Discord. Discord. Sorry, John. Like, I never took money from people on here, and I'm thinking, you had a Patreon, though. Like, what do you mean you never took money from people on here? Like, I don't know what's wrong with taking money from people. Like, not taking money from people. I'm saying, like, what's wrong with having a monetized channel? Why are you, like, acting like you're above people? I don't know. She was saying some crazy shit. Yes, she's giving away a fucking treadmill. Like, okay, dude. Like, do you, girl? But the one weird thing that she said yesterday that really fucking blew my mind was that she goes, I heard it, Laura replayed it, okay, because I just listened to Laura's this morning. I guess she put her thing on private, so I might have to go to Laura's just to hear it. It's like lice under skin. Yeah, I don't even know what scabies are, dude. Like, I have no fucking idea. Like, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't fucking remember it, dude. Don't remember it. I was in Laura's Discord, but like, I don't remember that conversation going down. But then again, I wasn't in there all that much. I mean, if that's the case and it wasn't scabies, like, sorry, sorry. I don't know. I have no idea what. I am no fucking rash expert, so I wouldn't know. This was sent to me. Says Makeup Mobster. It's from her Patreon. Heads about to roll. Liana, aka Makeup Mobster, was just sent by certified mail and cease and desist, which is the first step of the legal process. Next, Tiffany Marie. And she posted a picture of the cease and desist, which I don't even know why she would be sending this to me at the time. And it says, Dear Liana, I am writing you this letter to document a period of harassment I received from you starting February 19th, 2020. Such conduct has caused me to suffer severe humiliation, embarrassment, emotional distress, and physical discomfort. And then for some reason, this whole entire thing is blocked out. I don't even know what the fuck. I never received this. It's certified. I never received anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? This was so fucking weird. Like, when I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? I demand that you cease and desist from this activity as soon as possible, and in any event within 0 days. Like, I would have laughed if I had received this, but I don't know. She told people that she sent this to me in her Patreon. Sent certified mail, a cease and desist, and I never got anything. I don't know. And I don't even know why she would have sent me this, because I don't remember harassing her. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, she clearly wrote this up, and I don't know why it's all blocked out over here. Like, I don't know, but I kind of fucking left when I saw this shit, because I never received anything. So she lied to people and told them that she sent me this shit, and I never got a fucking thing. So, anyway, that was that. So, bro, that's what I'm saying. This place is crazy. One of the craziest things she said yesterday. Hold on. I have her. Somebody clipped part of her fucking rant from last night, and I ain't saying she's like wrong for being mad at Laura, but like, I don't know what her anger against me was. Maybe she can remind me. I really don't fucking remember. Hold on a second. Let me click on this shit. She was clipped, and I'm probably gonna have to play a little from Laura. Hold on a second. This place is fucking crazy. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. Did I share this the right way? Tell me if you could hear this.
And you want to go live.
Tell me if you heard that. I know, a certified cease and desist. I never got anything, dude. First of all, if somebody sends certified mail, you would have to sign for it, right? I think that's what it is. I never got shit, so I don't know why she would have even sent that to me. It was fucking weird to begin with. But, you know, yesterday she goes live the first time, and somebody had posted the link to it in my Discord. So I was listening to it while I was doing other shit. And I'm like, she's like talking about, you know, she doesn't want to do the drama. She's so sick of it. It's stressing her out, which I don't know why, because I don't personally hear anybody talking about her, you know? And then she's like, leave Tracy alone. I'm like, girl, how about Tracy leaves everybody else alone? Nobody here would even bother Tracy or talk about her or think about her if she wasn't constantly going at people, you know? I don't fucking bother that bitch. She talks about me, so I let her talk about me. She could talk about me till she turns blue. I don't even listen to her shit. I ignore her for the most part. Yeah, you would have to sign, right? Okay, you guys could hear it. So this was the second live. And the other weird thing is that why would you make somebody else go into Laura's chat and ask for a link for you? This shit's weird. But hold on.
Oh, Laura.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to say what I was saying. She went live. She's like, you know, I'm going to start a health channel. I'm going to give away a treadmill. You know, I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, like, next thing you know, she's talking shit about people. And I'm like, you're kind of like shaming everybody. And then you're doing the same thing that you're shaming everybody. And then you're talking about fighting with people on TikTok. So it's like, so you grew up and you graduated from TikTok, from YouTube, fighting with people on YouTube to fighting with people on TikTok? Like, what 20-year-olds? Because that's mostly what's on TikTok. Kiki became buds with BSJ, who hated UMM, then all hell broke loose. She cut us as mods in her chat and blocked us. Yeah, I remember that shit. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember the details, but we were like, what happened? Like, what happened? She got, like, mad at us for no reason.
Like, I say your name in passing, and you want to go live about it. Of course, I should have already known. I've given you content,
I mean, you should have known that.
and you won't even give me a fucking link.
Okay, so when I initially heard this, I thought Kiki went in there herself and asked for a link, but when I listened this morning, that's not the case. It was her friend Pepper went in there and asked for a link. I'm like, what? That's fucking weird, but okay. Pepper. Fucking.
You piece of shit. What's up, Kimmy?
Now, I don't remember her wishing Laura dead. Somebody said that, and I don't remember her saying that yesterday, so. Oh, Pepper went in as well. They both did? All right, then I'm wrong. Oh, Laura had her blocked. All right, I gotcha. I wasn't watching
Colorado
Laura's.
lover.
I didn't watch Laura yesterday. I just watched it like 10 minutes ago.
What's up, guys? So Laura's going live because I supposedly wished her dead. No, the fuck I did not.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember her wishing Laura dead. She might have said something like she wouldn't care if Laura died, which is totally different than actually like wishing somebody would die.
That bitch dead. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Anywho, I'm not even going to give credence to that because that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And then Laura was trying to play it, right? And she couldn't even find it. She couldn't even find it. She was playing it, and I'm like, girl, you didn't play it, though.
However, Laura wants to talk about Janice, and I am not going to bring up Janice because, and I did.
Oh, okay. That was the other thing. My personal opinion, I think it was pretty gross that Kiki brought up Janice's husband, like, lacking, not thanking her personally for money that was given. Dude, I was like kind of shocked yesterday when I was listening to this because, dude, she just fucking lost. He just lost his wife, dude. His young 30-something-year-old wife, okay? And I mean, dude, I just know when I lost my mom, bro, like I was in another fucking dimension, especially in the first couple weeks. I was like in shock. Like, even though you know somebody's sick and they're passing away, it does not stop the shock that you're in, because you're just like, even when the person's sick and even if you know that they're dying, you're still sitting there hoping that that's not going to happen. And then when it does happen, you're just like in shock. Like, I was like a fucking just zombie, dude. Like, I didn't check my text messages. I didn't check my emails. I didn't check social media for like a long time after my mom passed away because I was so overwhelmed with like everything that I just couldn't even I couldn't even function, dude. It was so fucking hard. I remember I started writing out thank you cards for my mom's wake, and then I realized that my brother stole the address book and I didn't even have people's addresses, and I just gave up because I was just like, I can't even do this. I didn't even have like the brain, dude. Like, you don't understand how hard it is to function when somebody in your immediate family dies. Like, I don't know, maybe you never lost anybody that close to you, but it's hard. And especially a young person who's in their 30s and like watching somebody, just the trauma of watching somebody sick from cancer and then passing away. I mean, to call this person out on a public platform like this and act like he's ungrateful, I think that was just absolutely in bad taste. I'm sorry. It just was. It came out really wrong, girl. I'm sorry. It was in really, really bad taste to do that. I felt really like, I was just like, ugh. Yeah, that was not good. One of the weird things you said yesterday, Kiki, I gotta say, is you said that you're like, well, we're allowed to like people from other places. And I'm like, what? What do you mean we're allowed? Seriously, what do you mean we're allowed? When weren't we allowed? If you feel like people here stop you from talking to people that you like or don't like, it's kind of weird. I mean, just like who you like. I don't know. That's how this place is crazy to me.
Earlier, and the only reason I brought it up,
I thought it was in bad taste to even mention that on a live stream. I mean, that poor guy, I don't know him, but I could only imagine what he's going through right now, dealing with this. Hold on a second. Here you go. I'm just confused. There is the link if you want it. You're allowed to like whomever. Well, I see people in chats that I'm kind of like, what the fuck is this person doing in this person's chat? But then I have to think to myself, you know what? People could like whoever the fuck they like. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I was just confused about a couple of things that were
Hi.
said. Hi, I'm gonna take this off the screen real quick.
Can you
Hold on
hear
a
me?
second. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I totally agree. I
Mm,
it The way it came out was totally wrong. I mean, I'm not going to argue that point with anybody. I shouldn't have never said that, and it's not so much the thank you. It's just the fact that the community entrusted in me with it was a large sum of money, in my opinion.
right.
And I reached out and reached out and reached out, and I got nothing back to make sure that I was just sending it to the right person.
Right.
And so it's not a thank you that I
Well,
wanted. It was just an acknowledgement of, hey, I got the money. And nobody gave that to me until after that live yesterday.
can I ask
Then
a
it was given to
question?
me.
How,
Yeah.
how did how did you get how did you get like I don't want to say stuck with that, but like how did you get it? How did that become you, the person who became the middleman? Like were you friends with her? I don't even know. So like were you
I
close?
yeah, I in a Discord, me and Jonice got close.
Okay.
Jonice got close with like a lot of people. And
Mm.
then, I've done it in the past and it's been very quiet when I've helped people. I've never put out there that I've done that or done this for people
Right. Well,
or
most
any of
people
that.
don't. Yeah.
you know, and then, Tracy asked me, hey, can we use your, and I said, yeah, of course. And so, I mean, people from all over the community donated. I mean, Randy, Winwin, Laura's people. I mean, there was, to see the amount of money that was rolling in was just insane.
Right. No, and that
And
was very
so,
nice of everybody. I'm just saying, I was kind of in shock yesterday listening when I'm like, like,
yeah, it was in bad taste. And I didn't mean it
yeah,
like a thank you to me, just an acknowledgement that the money, that you got the money
in general.
in general. So
Okay.
it totally came out wrong. But I didn't do anything to get a thank you.
Right.
The people of the community is the one that did anything because they spent their hard-earned money. And I knew by doing this, I kind of felt like there's going to be a little blowback because you know how our community is with money.
Mm-hmm.
They want receipts. They want to know that every last penny is accounted for. So when I'm entrusted to almost $1,700, I get nervous that this is the new PayPal that pops up that we should be giving this money to. And at the end of the day, it should have just all went to him at his PayPal,
Oh,
not
it
mine.
went up to somebody else's PayPal.
It went to my PayPal, and then I guess he created a PayPal. Laura
I
had him
got
create a
you.
PayPal, and the PayPal that I went because we've helped Jonice in the past,
Right.
so it was a totally different PayPal that we've helped her with in the past.
Right.
And so I wanted to make sure that the PayPal I'm sending the money to, he can have access to and that it's his.
Right. I
So it was
totally
more
get
of an
that.
acknowledgement, not a thank you. It
I
came
got
out
you.
totally wrong and it seemed really heartless and senseless, but it wasn't. I just wanted to make sure that the people's money that gave went to the right person.
Like
That's all that I really was worried about.
I totally understand that. I just feel like there was probably I mean, look, we can't change you can't change what happened already, right? Like it
No, no,
already
not at all.
happened. So, but you guys probably should have went about it just privately cuz I was just sitting there in shock yesterday. I was like, "Holy shit, like this poor guy, I can't imagine what he's going through." I
Yeah,
don't know him, but I can only
sadly, somebody
imagine.
came in my live, asked a question, and then it got on to Jonice. And
Mhm.
I knew it was going to happen eventually that somebody was going to ask where their money was. It is just normal of this community.
Right, right.
And then it went into a whole, like, and I can't take it back, but I truthfully, from my heart, do not want to thank you from any of them.
So I
For,
saw Laura also sharing the text messages between her and him, which I thought was equally as, just show the one text message where he said thank you and that's it. But of course, she's got to make a whole, fucking thing about it. It's just,
and
I
she does,
really
and I
felt,
don't even want to do this to Jonice. I really truthfully don't
no,
want to do
nobody
this to her
should.
memory or bring her up or fodder or any of that. And I sincerely apologize for that. I should have just not read the comment or overskipped the comment and just left that alone. And then once I got off my live, then people were like, hey, he did acknowledge it, but I did not know that. I was not getting any acknowledgement because you know as much as I do, I'm not a Laura fan. I do not talk to
Mm-hmm.
Laura on the scenes, behind the scenes, in the scenes. I don't talk to her.
Right.
So everything was supposedly gone through Laura to set this up, which, you know, okay, whatever. But I didn't get any kind of acknowledgement that, hey, this money is being sent to the correct person. And
Right.
yes, it came out wrong yesterday. It should have not come out the way that it did. I cannot apologize enough because I do feel bad, but I did not
I
want to
believe
thank
you
you.
do. I don't think that you're the type of person to be like that. Like, that's why I was kind of shocked because I was like, I was just sitting there listening and I'm like, is she seriously saying this? I know, look, we've known each other for a long time. We may not have been like great friends all those times, all
Yeah,
this time, but we've known each other and I know the type of person you are. And I don't think you would go out of your way to, hurt somebody in this community like
no,
that
I
or
mean,
say something.
I even did Build-A-Bears where I paid with my own money and got like where Joni says I love you on a
Hmm.
live, and the
Yeah.
Build-A-Bears say that in there for their kids.
That
And
was
I also
nice.
wanted to make sure that the kids got that. So they gave me his email address, so I was emailing him, and I understand he's extremely busy. And dealing with his own stuff, and maybe I need to be a little bit more empathetic in that, but I just wanted to make sure that it was going to the correct place, and it just
Okay.
totally came out wrong.
I totally like, and I totally understand that. I understand that because I would want to know too. Because I get it. That's why I don't get involved with anything with money on this platform because people
Yeah, I'm
get
not doing it
crazy
again.
about it.
I'm
You
not
know,
doing it again.
I mean, look, I personally I didn't send any money, so it's not like it doesn't matter to me at the end of the day because I didn't send my I didn't know her like that, so I didn't send money. I don't know her family situation. I don't know. It's not my place to do that because I wasn't that good of friends with her. But
Yeah.
that's fine. I understand what you're saying. I was just listening last night and I was like, whoa, dude. I'm like, what the fuck is like,
No.
this
And
poor
you know what?
guy.
I'm
I
glad
just
that you
feel
said
bad for him.
something.
Okay.
You know what? I'm glad that you said something, and I'm glad that I was, I wasn't going to address Laura,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't care what Laura has to say. But anybody else that wants to address it and needs me to address it, and I sincerely do apologize if I made it feel, that I think they were being ungrateful because they weren't. It had nothing to do with that. It was just more of communication was lost between did he get the money, because again, $1,700 is a lot of money. And if I gave it to the wrong PayPal,
Right.
they're not going to send it back to me.
Wait a second. So if he didn't have a PayPal though before prior to this, because wasn't Lori sharing a PayPal or was that Jonice's PayPal at some point in time?
That was Jonice's PayPal. And then I guess
Oh,
he created his own PayPal.
oh, I gotcha. Okay, so it was going. All right, I gotcha.
Right.
Okay, all right, let me ask you another question now while I have you up here, because could we talk about this whole thing with the scabies thing? Because like I honestly do not remember. Like Kiki, I'm just being honest. I don't remember. I know me and you had our issues back in the day. Like we had that issue. I feel like it was more between with Tiffany because of the whole thing with Kim, but the
Yeah.
scabies thing is I remember you showing a rash or something back in the day. I just saw you posted a picture. You want to know what's really funny? I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not funny, but the other day you had posted a picture of I guess like a rash or something that you have,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and let me tell you, I saw the picture and it like hit me because that shit. I know lupus is not fun. It's not a fun thing to deal with. And I looked at it, I was like, damn, that just looks painful. Like that does not look good. And I started typing in your comments, right?
Hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just not, and I was just gonna say, I know me and you don't talk, but I'm sorry you're dealing with that basically. And then I stopped myself because I was like, it's gonna happen if I type in here. It's just gonna cause a problem because Tracy's gonna have something to say, and this one is, So I said, no, you know what? I'm just not gonna type anything. But I remember you sharing a picture similar back in the day, and I don't remember this whole scabies thing. Like I don't personally remember it happening in Laura's thing. You said yesterday that I believed it, and I'm like, I don't remember this, but like I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't personally remember. So you explain to me like how
I
I
don't
was
know.
involved in this,
I don't think that you were totally involved in it. I just think that because you were um, friends with Laura,
right?
and like, she was, her people were up, and it's more has to do with her Discord than anything. That's where a lot of it came out that, I had scabies or looked like I had HIV. I have all of the screenshots, and it was just like anybody. And I'm just going to be truthfully honest with
Mm-hmm.
how I felt.
It's fine.
Anybody that at that point in time when I thoroughly could not stand Laura, like now I just don't think about her, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But anybody that liked Laura, I did not like.
Yeah, I know
I
that.
thought they were pieces of shit. I'm
Yep.
sorry. That's just how I felt, you
Yep.
know?
I
And they
remember.
all supported anything that happened. And in that Discord, they did. And we all made fun of people's slam kip or, their cam slips and all this stuff. We've all
Mm-hmm.
done that. But for them to take them and then run in the Discord and say that I have scabies or that I'm suffering from HIV or AIDS
Yeah, I don't
was
remember
just
that.
so off putting and
I
so
get it.
wrong. And then two of these people said they were like nurses and, and you're a healthcare professional
Right.
and you're I mean, that's where that came from. I don't know if you believed it or not, but I think I just put you in it because you and Laura were friends at the time. And anybody that was friends with Laura was an enemy of mine.
Yeah, see, I personally just don't remember that. Like, I don't remember, I really wasn't in her Discord all that much, so I don't remember any of this. Like, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, because I do remember you showing the picture, and I remember me feeling like, all right, dude, I'm not fucking, I'm not fucking with that. Like, that shit looks painful. That's real. Like, whatever it is, it's something real, and it looks uncomfortable, and it looks like I'm not fucking with that shit. So, I don't know, I remember the picture. I remember how I felt about it, but I don't remember anything else like that. I don't remember Laura saying scabies or anything. And look, when I was friends with her, I did not agree with everything that she did. Like,
And you know what? I know that now. And I mean, I love, like, there's different people that I like that have come from Laura that, I said, hey, you know what? I got to put my guard down and know that, you're not Laura.
yeah, no,
But
I'm
during
not.
that time period, me and Laura were going so hard at each other
Yeah, I
that
remember.
anybody that liked Laura, I lumped them in together with her. That I that was my own mistake for doing that. I mean, you should have seen my block list. I think I was like had 700 to 800 people blocked.
Well, I know. Well, KB Bell said, "Hey Kiki, can I get my trophy now? You said I earned it for being the most vile person on YouTube." What? KB
What? When did
Bells?
I say that?
I don't remember. I know you did block like Purple Rain and M's and a
I
bunch of us,
did.
and we were just kind of all confused because we were like, "What happened? Like, why'd we all get blocked?" I don't know. I know why I got blocked. I guess
Yeah,
because
you
I
know
was
what,
friends with
man?
Laura, but I don't know why.
Sometimes
Like,
I get on my emotional kick,
right,
and I get, I mean, I I do. I just get on my emotional kick and I'm just like, if somebody hurts my feelings, instead of me like saying, hey, you know what, you hurt my feelings, I
right,
just retreat, because then, and I block, because then I know if I see you, I'm going to want to like attack you. And
okay,
I don't want to do that anymore here, you know?
yeah, all right,
Like I want to like mature and grow.
I got you.
And so if I block, I don't have anybody blocked anymore.
Right,
Um, but I mean, Laura and I have a long history. I mean, we've both done stuff to, and I don't like her. I never have.
right.
And so, you know, I, I just should have never gotten involved in a lot of the stuff I got myself involved in,
Well, that's
and
got to be hard
that,
seeing that a lot of people you're friends with now seem to be going in her chats like more often. That's
and
got to
they
be,
do,
yeah,
and they do. And, that's up to them. I mean, I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't care for her. I've never have, and I never will. Um,
well, I
People
respect
want to
you
go
for
ahead.
that because I see a lot of people that had really horrible shit to say about her at one point in time. All of a sudden, just forgot that she's so horrible and they're in her chats. And I think you kind of called that out yesterday a little bit, And
Yeah.
I agree with that. 'Cause I respect that you're sticking by your guns and you're not just jumping in there because your friends are going in there. You're kind of like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna stay over here and do my thing, and then that's it. Yeah, Laura is a foul motherfucker. She is.
Yeah, and I mean, and I really do feel bad though about yesterday. Is I should have just overlooked the comment and not brought Jonice up because Jonice has just passed. It's still hard for a lot of Jonice's friends, um, and it was in poor taste. It truthfully was. There was no apology that I can make,
Okay.
but it really was not a thank you for me. It was just acknowledgement that that amount of money was received. But I mean, I misspoke, man. I'm human. but it doesn't negate the fact that, you know what, I should have chosen my words a lot better.
And I totally understand. I understand what you're saying about, you just wanted some type of acknowledgement that the money got to where it was supposed to go. Because it's a
Yeah.
big responsibility to be the person that's giving the money to the person. I wouldn't do it personally. I wouldn't even get involved with that shit. I'd be like, nope, sorry, make your own PayPal and send it through this one. I guess there's only a few people that people feel like they could trust that the money's actually going to go there. Because look, there was a lot of disgusting stuff happening with people with that poor girl, and the way her name got dragged around here. It's just bad. It's just
Yeah,
bad.
and I feel bad because I felt like maybe I dragged her a little bit myself, and
No.
I didn't want that to happen. That's not what I wanted, but I just felt like, you know, this money was given to me, and people did it out of the kindness of their hearts.
Right. Right.
And I just wanted to make sure again that the money was given to who it needs to be given to, and also to have receipts if anybody ever asks, hey, where'd this money go to, that we have it. That way nobody has any issue with it, and we're not being called scammers or any of that stuff. And also, if I was to give it to somebody that wasn't this person, that's almost $1,700 that I would feel responsible having to pay back, because if I sent it to the wrong person, they're not going to send that money back.
Yeah,
They're going to see
right.
$1,700 and be like, yeah, let's run with it.
Well, PayPal
And
will protect you if you do that. You know that, right? Like PayPal will stand behind you, which is why PayPal's so great. Is that if you make a mistake or you want to cancel a transaction, like they'll investigate it. Like if you sent it to the wrong person,
oh, they
you
will. Oh, see, I did not
yeah,
know
they
that.
would probably investigate it, and that's why a lot of people like to use PayPal, is because it's just kind of like they'll protect you. But I mean, I would trust you to give the money. I even said with Tracy a while back, and I don't even, I don't care for Tracy. I know you're friends with her, but
Yeah.
I said, if you're gonna give money to that family, I would go through somebody like Tracy or somebody else in that group, just not Laura. Do not put the money through her. It
Yeah.
shouldn't
Yeah.
go through her, or just
I agree with
directly
that.
give it to the family. I feel awful about what the whole family had to go through, and then it's
And
just
then here we are
bad.
on, here I am, not you, but here I am on, uh, talking about my health and talking and then getting on to Laura. I should have just never got on to Laura, and then I wouldn't have a problem today. Unfortunately, you speak her name once and then all
Mm,
of a sudden you know, the floodgates open. And it's like, this is what I totally wanted to avoid. I went live to say, you know what? I don't want to go for people anymore.
right.
Like, I am trying to become healthy. I'm trying to do something different here.
Well,
I'm
don't let
not,
this place stress you out. I mean, it's not worth it.
no, I'm not. I'm
One,
not.
one more thing is that I don't recall you saying that or wishing death on Laura like she was saying. You took the
I
live down.
didn't.
She was streaming it, and she's like, "You see?" And I'm like, I rewound it like 3 times. I'm like, I didn't hear her say anything. I don't remember you saying that. You
No.
might have said something to the effect of like, I couldn't care less if Laura died or whatever. I don't even think you said that, but I don't remember you saying that you wished death on her. So
No, I never wished death on her. What I probably did say, is that she could fall off the face of this earth, meaning she could leave YouTube without a word, right? Nope, she could just leave. I
or she
would
could fall
probably
off the
be
face
the
of the
only
earth.
person, I'd probably be one of many few that would not ask where she was and how she was doing.
Yeah, right. I get
I,
it.
I wouldn't
Trust
wish
me.
death on her at all.
No, I don't wish that on it. Well, Tracy loves to say that I would celebrate if Laura died, and I'm like, dude, seriously, you really think that? Like, I don't hate. Laura has not affected my real life enough for me to ever feel that strongly hatred towards her. It's like, I don't know. I separate YouTube and real life. This place is not real life to me. This is just fucking fuck around shit, and I'm not. I don't. I don't hate anybody here. Do I think that there's a lot of clowns here? Yeah, there's a lot of fucking clowns here, but like I would not celebrate anybody's death. Like that's even I think it's even gross that people are fucking celebrating OJ Simpson's death. I don't fucking care for the guy, but I'm like people are like making all these disgusting memes and shit, and I'm like, dude, the guy's just dead. Just like let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't do that shit. I don't partake in that kind of thing. So I wouldn't be happy if anybody here died. That's fucking just a horrible thing to say
Yeah, and
about
I did.
somebody.
I did not say that. That's not something that I said, and it's just I took it down because Laura just wants to have content, and I get
Yeah,
your
of
point,
course.
sadly,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
we know that. I
and
mean,
So I took it down. I mean, I'll put it back up, but I did not say that I wanted that I wished her dead. Yes, maybe I did say that I would go ahead and whoop her behind. I'd have no problem
Yeah.
saying that. I admit
Well,
to
she
saying
said
that.
she was gonna show up at my house twice now. This is the second time, so you know.
Well, she wouldn't even give me a link, and I paid $1.99. So I was like, well, you're kind of scared of me, so I guess whatever. So I don't have a retort on that because you want to sit there and talk about people, but then you don't want to give people links.
Well, that's why I didn't give her a link in my chat. She came in my chat, recently, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to give you a link because every time somebody goes in there and tries to take a link, she blocks them. So why would I give her a link on my panel? And then her
Yeah.
people calling me out, oh, you're a bitch, and I'm like, I don't fucking care what you think about me, but it's principle because I know she wouldn't do the same thing for other people. She don't do it for other people. She blocks everybody. So she blocks them. She don't even give them a chance to, get a word out edgewise in the chat. So
Well, yeah, because I don't. When I'm a mod for Tracy, and I do like Tracy.
right.
And the only reason why I see her is because I have a wrench. Other than that, I wouldn't see her, and I can't stand. And Tracy knows it. I can't stand to be in there when she's in there. It's always about her. It's everything is about her. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
just shut up, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't get involved in you and Tracy stuff. I don't get involved. I've been trying my best to stay out of everybody's business. Now, unfortunately, I did go ahead and misstep and got involved in the sin crap and all that. But I really am trying to do 2024 differently. I'm not, I don't want to be so involved in other people's business.
I gotcha.
You know, I want to be involved in my own business.
Totally. I mean, that's what it should be. I don't even have an issue with Tracy. Tracy has an issue with me. I don't think about the woman, to be quite honest with you. Like, I just don't. She has an, I don't want to put you in any weird position. So, we probably just shouldn't even talk about this, but I really don't. I don't have an issue with her. She has an issue with me for some reason, and that's fine. She don't have to like me. I don't fucking care, but
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I did to her. Like, honestly, I'm like, she's very angry with me. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I don't know.
And
I
I
actually
really wouldn't
actively
know
try
because
to
I mean,
ignore her.
I don't talk to Tracy about you at all.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I'm
talk to
sure you
Tracy about
don't.
any. I really do like. I really. The only reason why I'm still here on YouTube is because of all the people that I've met through my time
Yeah, I think
being
that's
on
why
YouTube.
we all stay here. Otherwise, really, if we didn't, there wasn't positivity on here and good people, I wouldn't be here if it was all just fighting with people. Like I
Yeah,
like to laugh on here and shit, and
and so
fuck
do I,
around.
and that's kind of like what I want to go back to. Like I want to. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to get in anybody's business. I'm not trying to, yeah, I may go ahead and crack a joke here and there or say this and or that, but other than that, I don't want to make video day after day after day about Laura or anybody else. I just don't, I simply don't care about Laura.
Right,
I do not.
right,
I
yeah.
don't think about her. She's not a part of my life. I don't wake up and think about her. I don't go to bed thinking about her. I don't think about her whatsoever during the day. Like
Well, she
I
thinks
even stopped
everybody
hate
thinks
watching
about
her.
her. Yeah,
That's how much I don't care.
yeah. She gets boring after a while. She
Yeah.
definitely does. She just gets repetitive. It's the same shit over and over again. But
And she really does.
she is kind of funny. It's kind of like she's just a clown. She's a fucking clown. Everything she says. Yesterday she's playing Bullhorn Betty. I'm like, weren't you just ripping on everybody for playing Bullhorn Betty? Like, she's just a clown. She's just a clown. But
I agree. But
yeah,
that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I don't, and what I mean by like going places that sometimes there are people that don't. I used to be one of them.
right.
Okay, where no, if you went to this place, then we are no longer. We're done. We're not. I'm not having you. And I've run into that with some other people. Like if you go to this place, you're not liked anymore. You are not in the little click crew. And I'm tired of being in those kind of places.
I'm tired of
Like
that shit too, to be quite honest. I got tired with that when I was done. I was done with that when I was friends with Laura. Like after I was done being friends with Laura and Tiffany, I don't like that shit. If I like people, if I don't like them, whatever. I try really hard not to associate people with other people. Like, even though I do sometimes, I'll be like, oh, you're friends with this one, whatever. But, I'm trying not to do it because, I have to start looking at people, we all do, as individuals and not as people in a group, I guess.
yeah, Yeah,
part of the
and
group.
that's all I was saying on that one. I mean, that's just one. Just stop allowing people to tell you where you can and cannot go. I mean, because it just makes for a bad experience.
Yeah, totally. But it
That's
does
it.
happen here. People
It
get mad at
does.
you if you go somewhere else. Like, I'm sure there's going to be people mad at you because you came up on here, And sorry, I didn't
And
mean
that's
for
fine.
that. Yeah.
Listen, I just thank you for letting me be able to even get a link, because again, Laura
No,
would
of
not
course.
let me get a link. And I just wanted to say there's nothing that I can say that's going to take back of what I said, but it came out totally wrong. The delivery was horrible, but I
Hmm.
did not want to thank you because I did absolutely nothing other than just hold the money
Right.
and send it off. Everybody that donated is the ones that not deserves a thank you, but if he wanted to thank somebody, those would be the people he would need to thank.
Right. All right.
And I didn't want to thank you. I just wanted acknowledgement because I know how this community is when it comes to money. We've all
Right.
seen the scandals, we've all seen the scams, and I did not, I wanted to not be involved in any of that. So,
And you would definitely be the person that would get the shit because you're the one who took the money, so
right,
or
exactly.
transferred it or whatever. I totally like that. I totally understand, and I'm glad you came up here and kind of cleared that up because I think it's good for everybody to see that collectively. I just found it kind of funny because I'm like, I not on your end. I was like, had that been somebody else that had done that, they would have got. I mean, I get attacked for even saying Janice's name, like this fucking asshole here. Get out of here, fucking Corey. Nobody wants you in here.
Yeah, Corey can go.
She can
And
fucking go.
and I do really feel bad that I brought Jonice up at all because again,
Nobody owns that girl.
she doesn't deserve that.
Right. Nobody owns her or her legacy except for her family. Nobody here owns the girl. Corey thinks she like fucking has some type of weird ownership over the girl and nobody else could say her fucking name. It's like, girl, we all were. I talked to her at one time too. I just wasn't close with her like that outside of like chats. I was friendly with her in chats when I was friends with Laura. Unfortunately, when my friendship with Laura broke up, so did my friendships with a lot of other people on here. That's
Hmm.
just how it works on YouTube. It's like this weird, everybody's got this weird gang mentality that's like, well, I'm part of this gang, so I can't be part of that gang or I can't talk. You know how many people from that group, I've been kind of calling some of them out lately, but there's people from that group that would text me, but they wouldn't come in my chat and talk to me. And I'm like, well, like, what are you scared your friends are going to get mad at you just because you came over here? And like, does Tracy have that much power or whoever it is, Wendy V, whichever one of them runs the show over there? I'm not sure because I don't pay attention to those people. But are you that scared that your friends are going to get mad at you that you can't like come in my chat under your regular account and or you got to text me behind the scenes to talk to me? Like, I don't like that shit. You're embarrassed to be friends with me? Like, then just don't talk to me. I don't need you in my life if that's how it's going to be, you know?
Exactly. But I will say this, Wendy V nor Tracy ever tell me where I can and cannot go. They are never a part of that group that tells me.
No, I
You
don't
know,
necessarily think it's people telling people, like saying like, oh, you can't go here. Some people do. Like I know Laura, she'll give people shit if they go in somebody's chat, and Tiffany, she'll do that too. She'll give people shit if they go in a chat that she doesn't like, of somebody that she doesn't like. I think it's more people just feel like, oh, I don't want my friends to get mad at me, so I'm not going to be seen in that person's chat. Just like I did the other day when I was going to leave a comment on your thing. I'm thinking, not my friends. I knew my friends wouldn't care. I was thinking, I don't want to cause shit for you by leaving a comment on your thing. Because there's been several times where I've watched your videos or something. Because I always enjoyed your content. You always make me laugh, from people probably don't even know this. You used to make the videos back in Kay's group, remember? In
yeah.
what was it? Stay Safe. Like you started the Molly Golightly parodies in there. And then you went to YouTube and like I used to think they were hilarious. All your videos. Like you're definitely quick-witted and you make people laugh. But I won't comment under your videos because I'm like this. If I go comment under your video, like it's gonna cause shit for you because I know you have friends that don't like me. So I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I'm not gonna do that to people and get them like, in trouble. But whatever. That's
But
why when I heard you.
here's the thing. Like, comment where you want. Like, I have friends that, like you just pointed out, go over to Laura's.
Right. Right.
Like a year ago, I would tell you, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that was a deadly sin in my book.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
I've grown, but that was a deadly sin. I caught you in Laura's, you were cut off at the knees. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted nothing to do with you.
I
Yeah.
get it. A lot of people are like that, you know? A lot of people, like, I don't have an issue with you. I know we had, like, our little thing back in the day, like years ago. Was that 2020 or some shit? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with you. I just, I just don't. There's no reason for me to have an issue with you. Like, I don't.
No, and I don't have an issue. I don't, I really seriously have no issues with nobody on here anymore.
Right.
Except for Laura. That is
Yeah.
the only person. And I try, I have not talked about her in almost 2 years. And
Right.
she thinks because I'm not talking about her that I'm scared of her. It's just that she got so boring that I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, right. I
Like,
get it. People
I
move
can't
on to
spend that
different
much time
things.
on you because you're just a boring bitch.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's
I
it.
totally get it. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm glad you came up here and got to say your little, piece on that, because I was a little taken aback by it, just listening, because, like, I don't know you to be like that. So I was just like, what the fuck? I
No, I'm
think
not like
there's a
that.
lot of emotions involved, and I get it with when somebody passes away. I just feel bad for her family, man, because people on here have just been disgusting. I'll just leave
Yeah,
it
and
at that.
I mean, people came in my comment section and left things. Like there was people that said, how dare you? And I get where they were coming from, and I felt, I truly still right now feel bad, but it's not. That's not what that's not what I meant. But it came out totally wrong, and I can't take it back. Those words are forever, but that is not what I meant by any means.
Yeah, I got it. I totally got it. You have a right to know if the money got there. I mean, that's totally understandable. I think you were just on a rant, and it happens, and people. That's what sucks about live format, is that sometimes shit comes out of your mouth that, that you're not,
Right.
you can't, like, take it back once you say it. So
That's
I,
why I try not to go live.
yeah, yeah, it's rough. It's rough sometimes.
Well, thank you so much for letting me up. I do appreciate it.
Anytime. No, anytime.
Thanks, makeup officer.
All right, you have a good one.
Bye, guys.
There you have it. I get it. I totally understand what she's saying. Laura went live after that then and showed the text messages, a whole bunch of text messages, which I don't think was necessary. I mean, maybe one just to say, I just feel, look, dude, you could believe me or not, I feel bad for her family, because I feel like at the end of her life, a lot of people dragged her into YouTube drama that didn't need to happen. Starting with Corey. Corey was the first one to do it, and it was disgusting. Using her, which she does. I mean, we see her doing it, she does it all the time. She drags in people who, what do you call it? Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Yeah. I never had a problem with Kiki. I was just kind of surprised by some of the shit that she was saying yesterday, because, it's like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. Spearheading the help to Janice's family and those thoughtful gifts. Yeah, no, that was very nice, I just, I felt bad for the family, because they're grieving right now. I feel like they should just be left to grieve, and that's it. Like, I hate even, that her name's on here like that. Should kind of just be the, just let them grieve in peace, and that's it. That's it. I'm glad we cleared that up. Totally glad we cleared that up. I think it's always a good thing when people get to talk to one another. I never had a fucking problem with her. We had an issue back in the day, but to be honest with you, like, it wasn't even big enough for me to even remember what happened. Like, it's, it's just more of when I became friends with Laura, it caused a lot of problems for me, I guess. Any single person, yeah, Mojo, she passed, unfortunately. She needs to keep her nose out of situations that she has no in business. Who is that, ZZ? Laura? Yeah. To attack someone declining into the next realm is atrocious. You know what it is? They brought her into, like, drama, YouTube drama. Corey being the first one. She started throwing her name into, like, drama. Like, Corey has an issue with me. She has an issue with Alicia. And so she used her friend to throw her in the middle of drama that she didn't even need to be in. To me, if you care about your friend, if she's going through some shit like that, just leave her out of it. There's plenty of things you could say about people on here without having to bring their fucking, somebody else into it. But she has a tendency to do that. She's constantly bringing up people's deceased children, their family members, their moms. I saw a post the other day. Actually, somebody sent this to me. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to scroll back a little in Discord, so you're going to have to give me a second here. But it was pretty fucking gross, what she said. But you guys know I love exposing these fucking assholes. Because, like, people like Corey and Lauren, those people that just say disgusting, horrible shit to people, they have the things that they do that they think they're saying to hurt other people actually just hurt them more. It just makes them look more fucking crazy and disgusting. Oh my God, that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Beefrig's, that meme with the dog and the rooster. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny. Hold on, I gotta scroll back. I'm scrolling back a little bit. Oh, it's so gross. And Laura, by the way, I don't know, she made some fucking statement on her live about me. What the fuck was it? Hold on, I gotta think for a second here. Wow, shit, I missed a lot of this conversation last night. Oh my God, I can't think. Hold on. She made a statement about me. Oh, about the video. And I'm like, oh my God, Laura getting shit wrong again. The shower thing. Somebody in here said that she didn't delete the video. And I'm like, well, she told me she did. But I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't, you know? I remember at the time people were sending me, things to say that, which she doesn't understand. And if I have to look for it, I will. But people were sending me things saying that she just put it on private. She didn't delete it. And like what happens is, because people are subscribed to you, they get the link to the video and the notification. And so when you put the link in, even if the video is deleted, the link still exists. So you put it in and it'll either say that the video is deleted or the video has been put on private. So people were saying that the link went to a private video. It'll tell you on screen. I don't remember, but I probably, if I had to, I could probably see if I still have the link somewhere. But she got it mixed up because somebody else came in here and said that she had talked about, what do you call it? Holy shit, I can't believe I can't find this thing. I'm trying to scroll through here. She had said that somebody had said that MGL was watching it with a bunch of people. Oh shit, wait, how did I get back here? What the fuck? I feel like I'm in the Blair Witch Project fucking scrolling through Discord right now. Because I just like scrolled past things. I'm like, wait a second, I already saw these things. How could I be scrolling past them again? That's weird. Here it is. I got it. This girl's fucking disgusting. Alright. Let me send this to myself. Alright. Purple thought she was granted a grace period too. Who is that? Hold on, I'm gonna... Whoop, wrong thing. How'd I get on this? Alright. Dude, I got the song fucking... Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. I don't like to show who sent me shit. Or who posted things. Alright, there we go. This is better. Ah! I just fucking accidentally drew on this. Whatever. It's a line. You guys could still see what happened. Alright. First, he's going live. Mega Monster! I don't have a problem with you. Dude, Tracy has an issue with me, okay? I would not talk about Tracy if she didn't always fucking, fuck with me. Like, honestly, I wouldn't. I don't think about her. I don't care about her. I don't even listen to her. And I try not to even respond to her because I'm just like, whatever, dude. So yeah, this was Corey the other day. This fucking nasty piece of shit that she is. She writes in a post, I guess. I didn't see this. It was posted in Discord. She tagged JP, planning a takedown. Why is that? Is it that your entire channel is actually against TOS? Now, I would like to know how she has a problem with you. Because no, Alicia, that's not why. She had a problem with me for ever since we had that issue with me, her, and John on there. So I don't know what the fuck. How in the fuck is JP's channel going against terms of service? Like, what are you talking about? Is doing parodies of people against terms of service? Because I didn't know it was, but okay. So then she writes, Shoenat, that other vid you guys just uploaded is why MM's mom is in hell. She raised that. Like, Corey, first of all, how fucking stupid. Oh, you know who's in hell and who's in heaven, right? You never even met my mom. Do you really think that this is like you're this oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. You're that fucking angry at people on the internet that you say disgusting shit like this? Like, that's pretty fucking sad, girl. You make yourself look like an asshole saying shit like this. This is what the girl does, though. She's always using deceased people, deceased relatives, deceased friends of hers. Like, dude, trust me, my mom is in heaven. I would know probably better than you would. First of all, you're like the fucking Antichrist. Okay, so there's no way you have a connection to the fucking anything, spiritual, because you're in hell. Your life is hell. Okay? You're literally living in hell right now. And then when you die, you'll probably go to somewhere worse than hell, if there is such a place, for the way you are, and the way you talk to other humans. You're disgusting to say something like this. But this doesn't make me look bad, and it doesn't hurt me because you're an idiot. And it's like, okay, yeah, like, woo, yeah, oh my God, my mom's in hell. Corey knows this, because she's like a priest. Like, Corey, you're an idiot. Nobody fucking cares what you think, okay? Nobody. Literally fucking nobody. All you do is make yourself look like a piece of shit by saying things like this. And you make yourself less credible, and you make people care even less what you think about them. And this is why people call you crackhead and crazy and all this shit. Because just like Laura, you're your worst enemy. You do these things to yourself. This is why people hate you. This is why you get rejected by everybody. Because you're disgusting. Yeah, she needs to leave Shannon's kid alone too. And I don't even, look, I'm not even friends with Shannon, but I've seen her fucking say some disgusting shit about Shannon's kid, okay? And Shannon, as a mother, blaming her because her kid passed away. Like, I don't know the story about Shannon's kid. It's not even my fucking business. But like, Corey, you're pretty disgusting. And again, you make yourself look more disgusting by saying these things. Like, this does not hurt. I don't know, you think it hurts the people that you're saying it about, but this doesn't bother me because it's so fucking stupid. You really think I care that you think my mom's in hell? You never even met my mom, and you have no connection to the fucking spiritual world that would even make me believe that you know any of this shit. She's like, that's why her mom's in hell. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Where's your mom, Corey? Where's your mom? Could you imagine somebody that fucking raised this piece of shit? Clearly your mom didn't teach you any fucking manners or anything. Correlation does not imply causation, but with that one and Laura, they are kismet. She is frowned upon from the spirit world. Yeah, like Corey, you have no connection to the fucking spirit world, girl. Nobody cares what you think, okay? Like, is this supposed to hurt me? Am I supposed to cry? Oh my God, Corey, oh my God, this crazy girl who wears Crocs and fucking childish gibbets thinks my mom's in hell. Get the fuck out of here, stupid idiot. Fucking asshole. Anyway, Corey, if you keep trolling as me, you and me, we're gonna tango. I'm not that nice of a person. Well, she's getting her ass handed to her, so, by other people right now. Her karma is coming to her. Oh my God, Corey said my mom's in hell. It must be true. It's like so stupid. Fucking asshole. What a hateful, miserable person. Like, I pity that bitch. I really, really do. I pity her. Because I can't imagine living with that much anger in my life, just on a day-to-day basis, living with the anger that girl lives with against so many fucking people, dude. It's not just even like me or Shannon or Diane or Wendy or Randy or Tiffany or what's that guy's name? Fucking the guy that makes videos about her. Can't remember his name. Paul Adonis. She's got, I mean, dude, like that, her list of people that she hates is so long. It's not even, I mean, like, and she spends her entire day doing this shit. Her entire day is consumed by morning, noon, and night. I mean, because you could just see, you could go on her community page, morning, noon, and night, and Twitter. She operates 2 Twitter accounts doing the same thing. Okay, which is I have to imagine, and she makes videos. That's an entire. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's on 24/7 hating on people? That bitch is the one who's on here 24/7 hating people, and there's proof of it. I mean, there is proof of this shit. 24/7. What is this? Brenda is back on the crack. Sorry, I just clicked on something. 24/7. And it's multiple people. It's all day. It's all night. She is posting. I don't even know if the girl sleeps. And it's on Twitter. And it's 2 accounts on Twitter. I mean, girl, get a grip. All these people that don't affect her life in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they don't even live in the same country as her. She hates Americans. She hates everybody. She's just so fucking miserable, dude. It's sad. And that's why I pity her. Because I'm like, could you imagine being that fucking angry 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? I don't know how she keeps up with it all. It's nonstop. My dad's in the hospital now. Kidneys failing and shit. It's hard to see your big... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Life Rewinded. Shit. Yeah, your big, strong dad's suffering. That's horrible. Why are his kidneys failing? Kidney failure sucks. My mom went through that. That's terrible. Ugh, sorry to hear that. Proud to be an American. Look, dude, if Corey represents, I don't even think Canada wants to claim her. They're like, look, we don't claim you. Laura said yesterday she doesn't have naked pics of you saved in her Discord, but that wasn't what she said. She twisted it to deny something that was never said. Well, that's what I just said. I'm trying to think of when she said it, because I just watched it this morning. And I'll see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Jules, that picture you put on your last video is fucking terrifying. Oh, I wanted to play a video for you guys. Here. This was a great video. Another great video by this person. Whoever this is, I'm impressed. Not just with their videos, what they have to say, but even with their editing and their, graphics and whatever. This is pretty amazing right here. They did a great job once again. I don't know who this person is, but they do a great job. Fallacies True Crime Crama Creator of the Week Award.
Welcome back to True Crime Psyche. Today, I premiere a new feature. This recurring
Everybody's got my coffee cup in the picture. Look, I have the same coffee cup, almost, up here.
segment is called the Fallacious Reasoning True Crime Creator of the Week. No, this is not a play on words or meant to be suggestive. Fallacious reasoning is a real concept where there is essentially a flaw in one's logic and reasoning that can be easily refuted, which is what I intend to do here. Chances are you've experienced fallacious reasoning, especially in the true crime and crama communities. One way you can tell that you have experienced fallacious reasoning is when you are watching a creator. and you hear them make a remark that causes you to roll your eyes and exclaim, "Give me a break," or utter "WTF," or just plain "Ah, ah, ah."
So funny.
Spotting fillet.
Who's this guy? I've never seen this dude before. That's Tyler Feller, right? I don't know who that guy is either.
Fallacious reasoning in true crime and trauma is easy as pie, but it should help you critically evaluate whether the speaker is
I gotta play you guys another clip. It was really funny.
reasoned.
I know, I keep thinking about fellatio too, right, B-Ferg? See, that's why great minds think alike.
Intelligent,
Fallacious. It sounds like dirty.
experienced, or just plain full of it and wasting your time. And as I am sure you will agree, in the world of true crime and trauma, there's a plethora of the latter to go around.
Oh, yeah.
So, without further ado, the winner of this week's Fallacious Reasoning Creator Award goes to Perplexed. Perplexed recently stated the following in one of her live streams.
Some of the ones that talk about her, rightfully so, because they're involved. But others, they have no right to go after her. Hey, True Texan.
Hey, True Texan.
They have no right to go after her. She didn't do anything to them.
According to Perplexed, one has the right to speak up or take action against another person, only if one is directly impacted. What is wrong about Perplexed's argument?
So funny because I'm always fucking saying this, dude.
Is that silence is a method of communicating.
I talked about basically a similar concept yesterday, right? Where Laura seems to think she was talking about B-Fergs yesterday. And she's like, I don't talk about you, B-Fergs. So why do you talk about me? And I'm like, but why does B-Fergs have to? Why is it that you think somebody could only give an opinion about you if you talk about them? That doesn't make any sense to me.
According to Albert Einstein, quote, "If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity, thus of failure to say anything or speak up about something just because it does not have a direct impact on a person makes them an enabler. In other words, one is enabling potentially immoral, unjust, and heinous conduct by saying nothing.
Right.
Staying silent may also lead to a growth of a larger societal problem. If you fail to say something about a situation just because a situation does not impact you directly and personally, you may later suffer an identical fate, confronted with the same problem without any support."
Right. He brings up a great example here. So basically, you're enabling people by not saying something. And there's a lot of fucking enablers around here.
And a failure to speak up on behalf of others is a detriment to the greater good of one's community. To demonstrate how flawed and even dangerous Perplexed comments are, we only need to look back at a dark time in our history as a way of example. If we follow Perplexed's logic, when Hitler invaded and persecuted millions of Jews during the Holocaust, if it didn't directly impact you, then you had no right to publicly speak up and say anything about what was going on. Based on Perplexed's flawed thoughts, you would have no right to say anything if you were not personally persecuted. If that was the case, I submit that it follows that no governments would have objected or intervened. No one would have attempted to help their fellow man.
Right. So if you were directly involved with this, all right, Alicia, if you were directly involved with the Holocaust and it didn't affect you, then you shouldn't say anything about it. It's fucking great.
It would have devastatingly allowed Hitler to remain in power, never to be defeated, as an entire race was extinguished. Who knows what kind of world we would now live in if everyone not directly affected just shut up and allowed this injustice to continue. Clearly, this example demonstrates how deeply flawed and fallacious Perplexed's thoughts are. And that, my fellow psyche friends, is why Perplexed has just been schooled by
Oh my God. Alicia, I'm staring at that and I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what am I looking at? And I just realized that, oh my God, Tracy, grow up. Wow. Somebody got their wrench taken away today on her channel.
Reason and logic, and why she is this week's winner of the Fallacious Reasoning True Crime Creator of the Week title. Heard any fallacious reasoning in true crime and trauma and want to nominate a winner? Add your own nomination by putting the timestamp and link in the comment section beneath this video for consideration.
I mean, that was a great video because I say this about Laura all the time when I'm listening to her. Not this exact thing, but I'm saying like same concept. And I'm like, you know, she seems to be under the concept, under the like idea that, you know, she has to talk about somebody on here for them to give an opinion about her, you know? And I'm like, Laura, anybody could talk about things that we all are observing on here. We could all have an opinion. Oh, she took 2 wrenches away today, Tracy? Aw. Aw. What a fucking baby. After the discussion we just heard, yeah. Well, you know, that's Tracy for you. Not shocked by that one. She's like 60 years old and fucking acts like a 16-year-old, so I don't know how old she is. I really don't, but she's probably around 60 if I had to guess. Aw. That's fucked up, dude. Just for having a calm conversation like with me, you take somebody's wrench away. That's pretty immature of you, Tracy. Seriously, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Unreal. Fucking douchebag. All right, hold on. There was something else I wanted to do here. I just totally had a brain fart. I guess those people are not part of the granny gang. Yeah. That was quick. Video is removed. What, Tracy's live? Did she just go live so she could remove wrenches? It's pretty easy to do, Tracy. You just have to go to the person's fucking channel and whatever. What was I going to show you guys? Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I was going to show you guys. Oh. We were going to look at Laura's, hold on. I wanted to see what she said about the shower thing, because I don't know if it was after the fucking shit. I don't know if it was after she showed Kiki's video. I think it might have been. Kiki turned the video on whatever, when she put it private. What a fuck. Hold on a second. I just find it funny that she was streaming Bullhorn Betty after she, like, constantly berates people for streaming Bullhorn Betty. Hold on a second. It had to be after Kiki's video. She's such a fucking blowhard, Laura. She's got to brag about everything. All right.
Shit. I think you're a fucking liar. Yet again.
All right. Hold on.
These people put my fucking niece in that goddamn...
All right. Let me go back here for a second. She was playing Kiki's video trying to prove that Kiki
with all the drama bullshit. Like,
wished death on her, which I'm like, look, she said some fucked up things yesterday, but I don't remember her saying wishing death on Laura. Like, don't remember that. Don't remember that at all.
I don't mind like some drama, but
this is Laura trying to prove something. I don't even want to show this because she's taught. It had to be around this point. I know it was like around the point where she talked about. All right.
there's just a few ponies I could give a flying fuck about.
Oh, she had already started playing it. All right. Oh, somebody.
It's after this.
Oh, there was 2 people.
But I've always liked a lot of the ponies, even though I'm no longer a pony. There's just a few ponies I could give a flying fuck about.
Stephanie Brown was gifted a membership by Peggy. Peggy's out there. Look at me, membership she gave.
Someone said,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
you always looked at us as individuals, and I appreciate it.
Bro, she gifted like 100 memberships in Laura's chat yesterday. 50 memberships twice. Oh, this poor lady. She's going to spend all this money on Laura. Oh, you fool.
Yeah, I really have, Lexi Lou. I've always looked at you as individuals. I really truthfully have.
This has
And
nothing
when I
to
was
do
no
with
longer
Laura.
a pony, then I was kind of like, fuck that bitch.
Hold
You know,
on.
and then I had people on my DMs tell me,
For those of you that are a little lost, this is old DC stuff. Like, this is people from old DC. Nothing to do with Queen Bee, Jones, nothing like that. This is like
I never heard her say that.
back to basics.
well, if you fucking go after us, we're going to go after you. And I'm like, well, go for it, bitch. Because if I fucking go after you, we're going to have a goddamn war. You know, we're like going to go
Yeah, Bullhorn Betty, I'm not sure what happened, but
at it. Like,
I read Berto's. She gave 100 memberships. Oh
No
my
problem with
god.
that. What are you gonna do?
Peggy. Shame, 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 Peggy. You're gonna
Come over
get
to my stream
fucked.
tonight. I got 2 girls. Oh yeah, Fireflies. I'll come over. I'll come over. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got a
I'm just
boner.
done with all the drama bullshit. Like, I don't mind like some drama, but
Kiki, they don't like to be called ponies. One of the girls admitted.
I'm over all of the other bullshit. Like,
Is the ponies even a thing anymore? Like, I don't even know if that exists anymore.
don't get me wrong though, folks. I am on 40 milligrams of prednisone a day, and there are times when the fuck I want to go off on a motherfucker. Okay, and I may have.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, I mean, there are some really cool people on here. There really are, and that's why I haven't left YouTube yet, because I thought about leaving YouTube about a month ago. I thought, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to leave YouTube. I'm just going to get rid of my Discord. I'm going to get rid of every the fuck thing that I need to get rid of, and I couldn't do it because I have people that I like on YouTube. Kiki, Pepper,
I would do in Laura a favor. We'll end up with the short end of the dick. Yeah, that's for sure.
Winnie B, Denise R, there's Lexi Lou. I do like Ask 274.
I'm so sick of hearing about crime sleuthing. They only attack her because she's soft. Yeah, I
Me and her
don't
have gotten into it.
care
But
about
at the
that
end of the day,
girl.
she's never done
Laura did a whole ass fucking live on her on Kick.
anything to me. So there have been so many people that I like here that I can't leave and be like, you know what,
Oh, she announced she was taking the wrench away, Mark. Ah!
I'll just leave.
No one cares.
Like, I wonder what happens to people.
No one cares. You care.
Marika.
Hold on.
But I've got to stop because it's just hurt me.
Laura's trying to prove something, but of course she doesn't. It's a big dud.
Let me put it on the computer so I have more control.
Oh my god. Alright, let me fast forward because Laura takes forever.
But I like people that like Laura. Like, I was in Tracy's chat yesterday and that stupid ass Laura was in there. And she has me blocked. And the only reason why I can see her is because I have a wrench. And it's hard for me.
I guess she's drawing the battle lines. It's like you either like Laura and like the people I like and hate the people I hate, or we're not friends anymore. I thought Laura couldn't go live. Why? Who said
You did not
that?
block that bitch. But all for other people, I can't like put that on them, you know. But if something was to happen to the ponies, if something was to happen to Randy, Wendy, their group or that group or any of that group, man, I'd be totally right there. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, what do you need? Because we are a dysfunctional fucking family, man. I love all of you. I really truthfully do.
She went live to remove wrenches. When all you have to do is go into studio and like X the people off. Wow. How do you work this thing?
And I miss a lot of you. Because not being part of the ponies, you don't
Let me just say I've had a wrench on this channel for years, regardless of who I'm friends with. Just saying. That's very true, Alicia. And likewise on your channel, you know?
get to have, there for a while, you don't get to have, like, me and Kimmy P, for example. Like, when I left the ponies, I never, but because I wasn't down with certain people, I couldn't be liked by other people.
Laura said that was probably another live, probably to get money somehow.
And that was and now we're allowed to, though. We're allowed to like other people in certain departments.
See, I thought it was weird when she said this yesterday. I'm not going to lie. She's like, I knew I heard it when Laura replayed it. She's like, we're allowed to like people in other departments. And I thought that was so weird because I feel like, dude, like who you like, you know? I mean, look, I side-eye people too. There's a lot of people that I feel like they went into Laura's chat. Somebody asked me yesterday in my comments, like, what happened to this person? They're in Laura's chat. Now they're in Tracy's group talking shit about me. And I'm like, what happened, I'll explain, because this is honestly how I feel, and if I'm wrong, but this is just my opinion. I feel that people who either had breast cancer or were affected by breast cancer in some way, shape, or form personally, whether it was their mom having it, their sister, you know, or they themselves, they got all, you know, I get it. It's a issue that's close to your heart, you know? I get it. Totally understand it. But they got all of a sudden, everything Laura did got erased. We forgot what a shitty person she was. We forgot how horrible she was. All the things you said yourself, all the shit you talked about her yourself, all was forgiven because Laura got breast cancer and all of a sudden became the Virgin Mary, you know? And so you got a bunch of people that are just bleeding hearts with no backbones that don't stand on anything. And they just went over to Laura's, you know, channel. And now they're hanging out with Tracy and whoever's, you know, whoever will accept them now. Tracy's friends with Laura now. So all those people that were in Tracy's chat that didn't like Laura are just all of a sudden accepting Laura now. Like me, I talked a lot of shit about Laura. I'd look like a fucking asshole going back into her chat. I mean, a lot of shit, you know? But whatever. It is what it is.
So I'm cool with that.
People don't have balls on
Just
here.
fine, fuck off.
Nobody stands for anything on here. Really. Yeah, Lauren getting a pass. This was like when my brother's wife got pregnant. All of a sudden, one of my aunts was like trying to tell my mom, like, oh, well, she's pregnant. My mom's like, okay, well, did that like erase? Is she like, you know what I'm saying? Did that erase all the horrible things she said to me? Like, you know, it's like, no, okay, great. She's pregnant. That's great. But it doesn't change anything.
I really have, Lexi Lou. I've always looked at you, and I was kind of like, fuck that bitch. You know, and then I had people in my DMs tell me, well,
Dude, I
if
will
you
never go and be friends with Laura again.
go after us, we're going to go after you. And I'm
Or Tiffany.
like, well, go for it, bitch. Because if I fucking go after you, we're going to have a goddamn war. You know, we're like going to go at it. Like, I have no problem with that. What are you going to do? Come over to my stream tonight. I got 2 girls. Oh, yeah, Fireflies, I'll come over. I'm just done with all the drama bullshit. Like, I don't mind, like, drama.
No, she doesn't give anybody a pass because of their illness. She has said horrible things to people like, what was her name? Being there, Kim, who else? I'm trying to think. There's more people. Forgotten Whispers, my BFF.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to leave YouTube. I'm just going to get rid of my Discord.
Yeah, Tracy and Tawanda worked hard to whip up the community to hate on Laura, and now they're her simps. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
All right, there's Lexi Lou.
I can't do that shit.
I do like ask you anything to me. So there have been so many people that I like here. Veruca. She put the eyes in there.
Laura can't find the part because it doesn't exist.
Tipsy. Hey, Sammy. I have to do a lot more because I am bored. I don't have a job anymore. I'm done with my job. I'm always like, where the frick is so-and-so? Yeah, I am too. Like, I wonder where people are. I'm like, oh my God. But
Yeah, no, nobody ever talked about her daughter, dude. All we said about her daughter, quote unquote, I said she's moving in with a much older guy. Laura's words, not mine. And then I said, in my opinion, if I was in college and I had to do college all over again, okay, it just made me think about my own life. And I'm like, in my opinion, in college, I wouldn't have had a boyfriend. Like, I just wouldn't have. I would have concentrated on college and not distracted myself with, you know, because here's the thing. I actually learned from my life experiences and mistakes that I made. And now when it comes to my kid, I don't want my kid to make the same mistakes. Like, I'm not going to probably be able to stop him when he's an adult, but I'm just saying I will put the advice out there at least to be heard, because there's a lot of mistakes I made in my life that I wish I could go back and redo or change or whatever. But you know, that's all I was saying. Nobody ever said anything negative about her daughter or anything like that. We don't talk about people's kids like that on here. So, you know, I wish her daughter nothing but the best of luck.
because I smoke like a chimney, so it's anxiety. Because this anxiety has been horrible on me. It is before I stop. But
Look at Laura's like thing, like the little mouse thing, because she can't find it. She's like all over the place because Laura, it never happened.
I gotta stop because, like, even when I'm on the, I've been getting blocked like a mofo to the Lupus Foundation and here. And a lot of people ask me in my comments, like, why I don't talk about my NHL, or I talk. Kiki, maybe start with vaping because I'm on all these other medications. Prednisone sucks. I'm 40.
Prednisone does suck. I feel bad for anybody that's got to be on a high dose of prednisone. I really do.
But could be worse. You know, Sammy, if you have lupus,
It's a great thing because it saves people's lives, and it helps people, but it's also a horrible medication to be on long term.
And you know, all these people that want to sit here on the fucking tubes and even on TikTok.
I said I wish Laura would encourage her to focus on school, not moving in with that dude. I talked about Laura's actions, not her kids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. For me, you know, yeah, exactly, KB Bells. You want your adult daughter really off limits while you're speaking on others' adult family not on here. Yeah, and threatening to contact my husband how many fucking times? How many fucking times? And saying I hate my kid? Fuck you, Laura, okay? Fuck you. I look after her kid. I look after her kids because I'm like, dude, you're showing the inside of her apartment. That's all I said. I'm like, you know, is she okay with this, or her boyfriend? Like, because I don't know, Laura just like yesterday, she's showing a car that why does everybody need to know every little thing that your kids do? I think Laura's living vicariously through her daughter, which is crazy, but I really do. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why all her shit has to be on YouTube, but that's
They want to say that they get
your decision, Laura. I'm criticizing you though, not your kid.
they get diagnosed with lupus and fix to 18 months. It takes years. The bad part is TikTok everywhere. Yes, Sammy. Exactly. Kiki Doc told me the same
I'm just
thing.
trying
It's
to
not
find it.
a positive DNA that
Yeah,
guarantees.
she told everybody what car she drives, the color, the year. I mean, shit. Where she lives, everything.
You say you have well,
It's like, do you want somebody to like? I'm not saying us. Like, dude, you don't know who's watching your children. I've seen so many reports about like creepy people. I guess Laura's never watched like To Catch a Predator or anything. Like, you just don't know what kind of creepy fucking people are watching your children, especially if you have a beautiful young daughter. You know, I would do everything in my power to keep her information off of this platform. Like, I get it, your kids are gonna have their own social media and stuff like that, but like, you know that this community has a bunch of fucking crazy people in it. Why the fuck would you share personal information in here of your children? I cannot fucking for the life of me fathom that. Sorry.
they don't talk about. I look horrible on lupus. Everybody else, and that's what
You have a very attractive young daughter, and you're sharing all her business on here. And it's always the daughter. It's never the boys. It's always the daughter all the time. And I think that's very just odd, man. It's like, dude, just let her have her life. And like, if you're, I understand being proud of your kid and, you know, telling people, hey, she got a new car, you know, that's great. But like going on the website, showing them everything about it, like, Lord, just why do you do this? I just don't understand. Like, show your family and your friends on Facebook, you know, like showing a bunch of strangers is crazy. Yeah, she put her college out there, her dorm room. I mean, ay.
doctors have said. I probably will not live as long as everybody else, but nobody hears anything about lupus, and I am like I have lupus pretty bad. I've lupus. I think they just look at us and they're like, oh, like because I remember when I really got really bad, and they saw me,
Laura just going through this. She cannot find the part.
and everybody in Laura's because I have Laura's full. Somebody sent me the whole thing of Laura's. What the fuck do you call it? I don't know what you call it, but they sent me all of her private DMs and everything, and people in there that were nurses that were.
Yeah, she puts all their business out on here. It's bad, man.
Okay, let me just point out, I've never claimed to be a nurse. I've never claimed to be a doctor. So I know the bitch ain't talking about me. But listen to what she says.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors supposedly were calling me and saying that I had scabies, and I'm like, what? And so I went to the dermatologist and they're like, you know, those people that said you had scabies, because I was like, maybe I have scabies, and they're like, you know, those people that said you
I don't even know what scabies look like.
should not have licenses, and I was like, really? They're like, you don't have scabies, and so they took biopsies of my skin, and they're like, we got to test all this, and these people actually. Laura's people, who are nurses and supposed to be doctors, sat in this Discord and said I had scabies, I had HIV, I had all these things when I had lupus, systemic lupus.
Oh man, that sucks.
And nobody gave a fuck about any of that shit. Everybody was like, oh, well, she was just wrong with the diagnosis. Well, she shouldn't be wrong with the diagnosis, considering that she doesn't know what the fuck she's speaking about.
A lot of people that have lupus also deal with kidney failure, which I heard her saying yesterday. It's something with her kidneys. And I'm like, oh man, like when my mom was on dialysis, most of the other people that were on dialysis, either they were there because of lupus, or like I would say the majority of people were there because of lupus or diabetes. My mom had no idea why her kidneys failed. They think it was like something autoimmune. Another reason she was given, which I thought was really weird, was strep throat. That's another thing. If you leave strep throat treated, you could potentially do damage to your kidneys. You know, the staph, whatever it is, the bacteria could get into your kidneys. Another reason that people would be on dialysis is from what do you call it? High blood pressure that's left untreated, like my sister. She fucking stopped taking her medication. Right. Well, Purple Rain, your situation's definitely different, but that's another, reason. But lupus, I would say, I didn't even know what lupus was. I learned I learned about it when my mom was on dialysis because so many people there had lupus. So I do wonder sometimes if my mom had lupus because her kidney failure just came out of nowhere. The only thing was she really didn't have any of the other symptoms. Like Kiki clearly does. She has the rashes. Man, that shit looks so painful. So painful. Did your mom get rheumatic fever when she was young? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm in stage 3, but doing well. Diabetic lupus. See? Yeah, wow. Crazy. Sorry to hear that.
It wasn't me that said it. She just said that it was people in my Discord. It was someone that claimed to be a nurse or a doctor. I don't even know who the fuck she's talking about, but it wasn't me.
Your girlfriend doesn't believe in lupus. It's very hard to test for it, but it's hard to diagnose and it's hard to test for, and it's a long time. It takes a long time for people to get diagnosed because they have to rule out everything, and but it's really horrible. I feel bad for people that have it. It's terrible.
But of course,
I got lupus from Crohn's autoimmune. Holy shit, so many of you guys are dealing with it. Hey, Miss Blue. Hold on a second. No, it's a real thing. I heard Kiki also saying she has amyloid. I'm gonna fuck the name up, which is also common, right? Because if you have lupus, it like you could have so many other autoimmune disorders. Like who just said here, orange butterfly, Crohn's. And this person says I have SLE, which is lupus, right? Sjogren's syndrome. I think I'm saying that right. And RA, which my nana had RA. She had she had thyroiditis, so she had Hashimoto's, which are all autoimmune things. Because, like, if you have one autoimmune thing, you could have so many. And then she had the same thing that Kiki said. She had I can't say it, amyloidosis, I think it's called. My nana had that too. But it's so weird. She didn't get diagnosed until she was way, way older. So it's weird how, like, people get one diagnosis for an autoimmune thing and then they have a whole bunch of other, diagnoses.
let's blame Laura.
And that's where me and fucking Laura had a goddamn problem. That's where the fuck we had a goddamn problem. It's like all those people on that thing posted all these pictures that I had scabies, that I had ticks, that I had all these things. And it was, come to find out, it was lupus. Oh man, fuck you, Laura. Fuck you, bitch. That's the fucking thing that pissed me the fuck off.
And just so you know, even if this did happen, which I don't remember, but even if this did happen, this is not why she got mad at me.
Laura was part of it and she doesn't remember. Like, I don't remember either because I don't think I was in her Discord at this point. I don't remember this happening.
She got mad at me because I called her out for being a fucking liar. That's why she got mad at me.
Ash, I'm sorry, I didn't read what you said.
And she had lupus long before any of this happened. Long
How does she know?
before. She came into the community having lupus.
I don't remember that. I don't remember her coming into the community and having lupus. I don't remember her talking about lupus until about this time. Now, she very well might have had it. I just don't remember her talking about it.
I'm not reading anything anybody. That pissed me the fuck off, man. Like people actually put in that Discord that I had scabies. Like what the fuck? Have you seen scabies? I mean, I couldn't even fight Makeup Monster when she was going for me because I was so sick, and I had to ask her, and she said yes. When I said, "Listen, I'm done. I've had enough. I can't do it."
See, I don't remember this. I don't remember this, but I kind of remember it. I remember she showed the picture, and I was like, "Look, dude, I ain't fucking like." I really didn't have an issue with her. I really didn't want to fight with Kiki because I actually liked her. So I was like, I don't want to fight with this girl. Like, this ain't my fight.
Fucking looked horrible. I looked fucking nasty. Fuck Laura. That's why I can't fucking stand when people want to sit there and say, you know what, I love Laura. I can't, like, that's my bestest friend. Like, fuck you, bitch. And fuck the words you wrote in on, and fuck anybody that sat in that fucking Discord and fucking said the shit that they fucking said about me. And I got it all because somebody videotaped it all and fucking sent it to me. Okay, I'm getting off on the tangent. I need to shut the fuck up. But seriously, fuck you, Laura, you piece of shit. That's how the fuck I feel. Let it out, Kiki. Yeah, okay, Ash. You gonna let it out, girl? That's
Yeah, your thyroid will fuck you up, life reminded.
You pissed me the fuck off,
I
man.
need to go and get my fucking
You
thyroid
just sat there and fucking
tested.
said that my shit was scabies.
This happened in 2019, if it happened. If
If it happened in 2019. Okay.
it even happened, it happened in 2019. So I would like to see this Discord that she has that, because the funny thing is, some of the people that were in the Discord at that time, she's friends with. So stop.
Yes,
And this-
SLE attacks your lungs, your organs. Well, your organs. Oh my god,
And on top of that,
it's just
I
terrible.
saw my fucking niece in that Discord. My niece was in that Discord. Like, so fuck you and fuck all of you that fucking allowed that shit. Like, that pissed me the fuck off. Oh, that pissed me off. Yeah. So all you people can dislike Laura or like her.
Yarn, this happened about an hour ago, and I don't get why, but this is what we're hearing.
And do
I
whatever the fuck you
don't
want
get
to,
why.
but you can go ahead and fucking duck because that bitch can go ahead and kiss my ass. That's how the fuck I feel about her.
Did I ask how she felt about
Look, you could tell that all the people in Laura's chat are like new. This person's like, what does pony stand for? Who is that talking? They don't even know.
me? Does anybody fucking care? No? Last time I checked, nobody gives a fuck, Kiki.
Wait, what? Ow, I just hit my fucking nail. Well, what was my nail on my fucking screen? Over here, someone says you're talking ponies. It means you're lying. What? I don't if this person has the same meaning. What the fuck? Huh?
Nobody cares if you like me or not. And yes, I have a lot of supporters. I'm sorry you don't fucking like it. Sounds like jealousy if you ask me.
I had no issue with Kiki. She got mad at you and me because I left a comment for you. No one here wanted to be fighting with her. Yeah, like I didn't want to be fighting with her.
Fucking people actually thinking I had fucking what's called, and make a monster actually believing Laura and saying that's what she has. She has.
See, I don't know when this happened.
scabies.
How in the fuck would I know somebody has scabies? I'm not a fucking doctor. I would never fucking diagnose someone like that.
I don't even know what scabies is. Like, looks like.
The
I know
fuck?
it's like a
Show
rash.
the proof, bitch.
I think.
Show the fucking proof. Well, Lisa, I think a lot of people are though.
Like what?
What?
Have you guys seen those pictures of me? Because I posted them. They are not pretty. They are fucking ugly. Okay, that was not goddamn scabies. And then you want to sit there and people want to sit there and take the advice of these people that are so-called nurses and doctors. But these bitches couldn't even get it fucking real. Then I don't have scabies. Fuck off. Oh my gosh, what did you say? You're fine. Let it out, Kiki. Shut the fuck up, Ash.
I don't know why anybody would be jealous of her. I don't.
You just want me to go crazy. And that's what I'm probably gonna goddamn do. Like, these people just do not get it.
No, scabies isn't adult chicken pox. I don't know what it is. It's some type of rash. You remember it, Red Dragon? Yeah, I don't even remember it.
Yeah, fuck Laura and that piece of shit, man. From what the fuck she said about me and fucking putting her goddamn Discord. Fuck her and fucking reason she fucking woke up. I don't give a shit. And like, maybe that's what
Did you hear that, Tinker? Let me rewind that.
I don't know. Why is she saying Tinker? Did you hear that, Tinker? Did Tinker turn on Laura now, too? She's like, fuck the reason she woke up. What? That's not wishing death on somebody, Laura. She's trying to prove... Oh, yeah. What is scabies? Let's see.
Dapper LOL, you never knew that. Yeah, fuck Laura and that piece of shit, man. From what the fuck she said about me and fucking putting her goddamn Discord.
Shit.
Fuck her and fucking...
That's a... Scabies is an infestation of the skin by the human itch mite. Blah, 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 blah. The microscopic scabies mite burrows into the upper layer of the skin where it lives, lays its eggs. Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, that's fucking gross, dude. That's awful. Nursing home most common. Oh, that sounds horrible. All right, we're not.
Reason she fucking woke up. I don't give a shit. And like, maybe that's what YouTube has made me hard about, but I don't give a fuck, man. I really, truly don't. I don't. You don't blame me, Kiki. I don't give a fuck.
I want a swamp thing, trampoline, swimming pool.
Goddamn life, man. Like, let your family take you to a Renaissance dinner where the fuck you can't goddamn walk. Where the fuck you look like a fucking retard. And I did look like a fucking retard. Okay,
All right, so I'm sorry, but she said this yesterday, and I'm like, where's all the outrage, okay, from her friends that, you know, she said the R word, the ones that are always bugging the fuck out. Sorry.
Go ahead and say it. I looked like a retard. I could not walk. What's up, Madeline?
Laura has crotch mites.
She's always been like this, sweet one. This is what she's done from day one. This had nothing to do with the prednisone. No, she already said, Yarn, it was other people in my Discord.
Oh, JP, I know, the bed bugs. Every time we're at a hotel, I make my husband, like, check the bed because I get this, like, so freaked out. My aunt and uncle got them once from a hotel, and, like, they had to throw their fucking whole house away. Mattresses.
Yes, Robbie, that it was other people in my Discord that said they were doctors and nurses. So, like, I'm like, I never said I was a doctor or nurse.
Wait, she just said she didn't remember this, but now she's like, yeah, there was other people in my Discord that said that. Laura, you just busted yourself out, boo.
So it wasn't even me that said it. Not once had she even said that Laura said this. Nope.
Seatbelt to keep your hands. Yeah, because I'm about ready to go ahead and go at it. Because you know what? Like,
yeah, anybody could get scabies. It doesn't
that
matter.
fucking pissed me the fuck off. Like, I got all of Laura's. Somebody sent me all of Laura's Discord. Discord number 2, Discord number 3, Discord number 4. So I got the whole fucking thing. And
I'm going to call bullshit on that. And you want to know?
Ugh, no, I didn't know that. That's
why?
Terrible.
Because I don't have multiple Discords. So it's not Discord 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's a fucking lie. So show what you got, Kiki. Show me from 2019 what you got. Because
no.
I call bullshit. I think you're a fucking liar. Yet again.
these people put my fucking niece in that goddamn Discord. They fucking put my pictures up in that Discord. And I don't give a flying fuck that you, like, you know, you put my Discord up in there. But for you to sit there and say, and diagnose me with something the fuck I don't have, you pieces of shit.
I don't remember her saying that.
That's where the fuck we have a goddamn fucking problem. Oh, Laura, I want to fucking beat the fuck out of her.
Oh, Laura, I'm going to beat the fuck out of her. Really? You want my address?
Oh, Laura, you're threatening to come to my fucking house, dude.
Like, seriously, you want my fucking address, bitch? I'm in the yellow pages.
You want my address? I'm in the yellow pages. Laura, yellow pages is for businesses, dude. Why the fuck would your address be in the yellow pages? What the fuck? You want my address? I'm in the yellow pages. It's the white pages, Laura. That's where people's home addresses would be. Your home address would not be in the yellow pages. Fucking A, dude.
When you come on YouTube and you do
Yeah, are the yellow pages still a thing? I don't know. Laura's living in like the 80s. She's gonna bring my husband fucking VHS tapes and fucking CDs, and now she's in the yellow pages. Oh my god.
it has kind of yeah, whatever, yeah, we do. What the fuck? Yeah,
She built the Kendall Empire.
I had fucking. They said I had scabies. These motherfuckers said I had scabies.
There was another funny clip I got from her today. Hold on, I gotta find it.
God, I wanted to beat the shit out of her. And if I was in the same state, I would have. I'd catch a charge. That's not a fucking problem. God, that bitch.
Oh, hold on. Let me play this clip. This was funny.
Remake it for those reasons. Like millions of people. Ask the cable companies how.
Hold on.
All right, that's all for that. But one thing I will say, one of the reasons that I got out of drama is because of look at Betty. And I mean that. She doesn't realize how much weight she's gained since, like, in the last year or two. That's from being stressed out with drama. I
What?
don't fuck with the drama anymore. All I did was gain weight. I was too stressed out all the time. That's exactly what's happening with Betty. Just saying. Now, one thing I want to say before I get off. Sebastian case.
All right, that was it. Dude, she's like, this is why, after just doing a drama stream, this is the same live. This is later in this live that I'm playing right now. She's like, this is why I got out of the drama. Because, I mean, she can't even take fucking... Laura, if YouTube is stressing you out to the point that you're fucking overeating, dude, again, log off, bro. Like, you need to evaluate your fucking life. She can't even take fucking... She can't even take responsibility for gaining weight, dude. Like, what the fuck? So it's everybody else's fault. YouTube, first of all, you're not out of the drama. I mean, literally, you're doing drama on this stream. She's like, this is why I got out of the drama. There was another thing Kiki said yesterday that I have to disagree with. She was like, oh, if I drag Laura, I'll be making money. Dude, Laura is, trust me, covering Laura on your channel. I'll show you my fucking checks that I get every month from YouTube. Oh, well, not checks, whatever. They direct deposit it. But trust me, Laura ain't no money maker, dude. She ain't no money maker. Take it from me. You want to make money, you gotta talk about Bullhorn Betty or some shit. I don't know. Laura ain't it. Laura ain't it. Nobody cares about her, dude. But anyway, I made the most money dragging Michelle. Michelle is the money maker. I don't know who's the money maker, honestly. I think people just super chat you because they want to super chat you. I don't think it's because of who you're covering, but but like Laura does not bring in the big dollars. She's like, you'll make big bucks. I'm like, nah. I mean, it depends. Maybe people have different ideas of what big bucks are, but I'm not.
Sorry, I was talking to Dayton.
I'm not pulling thousands of people in my chats.
Yeah, she privated it. What a shock. Just when I was getting to the good part.
All right.
But I'm the bad one. I'm the one.
I think this is where she talked about the shower thing.
That's so fucking horrible. I'm the one that threatens people. I'm the one. Sit down. This is the kind
Sit down.
of shit that I can't fucking deal with these fake ass
Laura does drama because it's easy and for the money. It takes too much time to do research for her to do true crime. Yeah, 100%.
bitches that want to cry victim over something that I didn't even have anything to do.
I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry that she was blaming Bullhorn. Like, she's blaming other people for the reason that she gained weight. She's like, oh, it's the drama. Like, no, dude. Drama does not cause weight, Laura. It's your eating. If you're eating and lack of exercise is what caused you to gain weight. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You can't even take responsibility for your own weight gain? Because, like, I gained weight back in 2019. If you go back to my grief videos, dude, I weighed 150 pounds when I was making those videos. Like, I was up to like 150, which is heavy for me. And you know why? Because I was eating a pint of fucking ice cream a night, dude. A pint of ice cream a night. And as soon as I cut that shit out, it was over. I lost the weight, but I'm like, what do you mean? Like, dude, that was my fault. Nobody was forcing me to eat a pint of ice cream a night. It was me doing it.
Do it just because it was my fucking Discord and it happened 4 years ago. Like what? Believe me, Yarn, I don't either. I absolutely don't either.
Overall, the other
Drama causes all sorts. Girl, all right. Stress causes problems, okay? And weight gain or weight loss, but why the fuck are you letting an app on your phone stress you out? That's what I'm saying. Laura can't take fucking responsibility. I mean, if YouTube's stressing you out that bad that it's forcing you to overeat, like turn the fucking app off and get off of here. But she's lying anyway. She's like, I'm not. That's why I left drama. I'm like, you never left it. When the fuck did this happen?
bullshit. Like,
Oh,
Like, if you're not, what? Where are you then?
I still have it on my cell phone.
Oh my god, she never finds it. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, like get out and exercise. She's always hyper focused on.
Thank you.
Hold on a second. All right. I'm a little confused.
Thank you. I heard her say she wishes you die or something to that effect. She sure
Wait,
did.
Hold on a second. I'm a little confused here. All right. Oh, I would love to have hair removal too.
Thank you. I heard her say she wishes you die or something to that effect. She sure did.
She did not, though. Who heard that?
Drama, crime, etc.
Mom,
2019. That's what I thought.
I need you to run that dry.
All right.
Make sure you get the boxing wraps through there.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2019.
I'm very confused. All right.
Kiki lived with some new friends.
I only heard her say something like that. The only one I heard say something like that was Laura. Yeah, I didn't hear her wish death
She's
on
leaving
Laura. I
drama.
don't know.
Yeah, but nobody even talks about her. So for those of you that are a little lost, how this all happened, like how this all came up, is
Ooh, I love cheesecake.
I got a message that she said that Janice's husband was not grateful, or never thanked the community, and that pissed me off. That's where this all started from. So I went live to show the receipts that was sent to Tracy back on April 1st. That yes, he did fucking. He absolutely did fucking.
I know. You know what, Sarah? I'm glad you said that. Hold on. I'm going to rewind that because, apparently, Laura, she snaps at her fucking adult, teenage kids. But, if I yell at my kid, it means I hate him. Hold on.
Was not grateful.
I remember that.
Or
Hold on.
Kiki lived with some new friends because she's leaving drama. Yeah, but
I
nobody even
remember-
talks about her. Thank you. I heard her say she wishes you die or something to that effect. She sure did.
I remember thinking that to myself when I was listening to this. She, snaps at him. Poor kid. Hold on.
I don't know. So what was that? 2018?
Yeah.
Or was it 2019? 2019, right?
Yeah, carbs are mine, too. I love them carbs.
Thank you. I heard her say she wishes you die or something to that effect. She sure did.
No, she did not.
Drama, crime, etc.
Mom,
2019. That's
Ready?
what I thought.
I need you to run that dry.
All right.
Make sure you get the boxing wraps through there.
All right.
I'm very.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 2019.
Laura's allowed to give her kids attitudes, though. We're not. We're not allowed to get upset with our kids ever. She's the
That's
only
where
one.
this all started from. So
Yeah, she
I
called
went
her
live to show
daughter
the
a slut.
receipts
Yeah, I
that was
remember
sent
that.
to Tracy back on April 1st. That yes, he did fucking. He absolutely did fucking. What was that?
Candle?
It was what?
Candle?
But he absolutely did thank everybody.
One of her candles.
I don't know why she said it. I don't know why she said any of the things she did.
Yeah, her chat definitely guessed.
And then Pepper comes in here and is like, Kiki would like a link. I ain't fucking giving that bitch a link. Fuck her. She wished me death. She wants to beat me up. I've never said that kind of shit. Ever. Ever.
Dude, you just said you were gonna show up at my fucking house, Laura. Oh, she's only 5'2". Like you're a fucking tough guy. Are you serious, bro? It was a lock on her fridge. This
I'm like
bitch-
the one person in this community that has never fucking said.
Laura, you should probably never say never because every time you say never, you just put your foot in your mouth. Like literally just shove your foot right down your throat.
Shit like that. But when it's said about me, then it's perfectly okay, right?
She never said anything like that. Meanwhile, 2 days ago, she was just saying she's going to show up at my fucking house, dude. Talking about how tall she is. I know I'm short. Oh, I'm going to have to look down on her. Get the fuck out of here, bro. She threatened to kill you. That's right. I remember that.
Where's all the clip channels? Where's
She threatened a lot of things.
anybody calling that out? No, they never do.
I wouldn't call that
Fucking
shit out, Laura.
fake-ass
'Cause
bitches.
you said the worst thing. Fucking fake ass bitches.
It's ridiculous.
Ugh.
She never stands by what she says, though. She always fucking deletes. Always.
Laura, you do that too, though.
If you're gonna fucking talk shit, stand by it. Hey, Tammy.
Tammy
Thought she was
Lou's
supposed to be
Front
tougher and-
Street, does she even know who Kiki is? She's like, wow, I thought she was supposed to be tougher and thick-skinned. This is laughable coming from her. Besides the sickening things she is saying, that's pretty pathetic.
Thick skin. This is laughable coming
I don't even know if this girl's been around long
from
enough to
her.
know her.
Besides
What
the
the
sickening
fuck?
thing she's saying, that's pretty pathetic. I agree. And it came out of nowhere. I don't talk about her. I don't fucking mention her. And that's why I said, if this is your gripe, you got way bigger problems than fucking me and something that happened, if it even happened like 4 years ago.
If it happened. She knows it happened.
They bring up mystery like there was no context or apology. We've moved past that. Yeah, even mysteries moved past that. That's what I'm saying. These people make it out like I'm fucking Charles Manson and shit when they're 10 times worse.
Oh my god, dude. Nobody who said she was Charles Manson? This one's
I'm so, and
literally-
people wonder why I just ignore it. Of course,
When people wonder why you ignore it, Laura, you literally don't ignore anything ever.
I fucking ignore it.
Oh my god, she never ignores
Because
it.
these people are fucking nuts.
And
And they blame me for shit that they do.
they blame me for shit that they do.
That's what I'm saying, Ash. The man just lost the love of his fucking life. The love of his life. And you're sitting there worried that you think he didn't thank you? Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I'll agree with her there, but
Yeah, but Yarn, you know what's pretty interesting though? When I got diagnosed, all of a sudden Kiki had cancer.
what the fuck is she talking about?
I was like, Kiki don't have fucking cancer. She has lupus. And everyone's like, don't
Laura, you could have cancer and lupus at the same time. I mean, just saying.
say anything. She says she has cancer. And meanwhile, tonight, the whole stream, I'm waiting for her to talk about cancer.
When did she say that though? Who, like, I didn't hear that. I mean, granted, I don't watch. We don't talk about many over there yet. They still can't stop upsetting. Yeah.
She never talked about cancer. She's talked about lupus. I was like, another fucking lie. I agree, Grammy. Giving to a grieving family shouldn't require a thanks. 100% agree with that.
Well, I'll agree with that too, but
She did. It's in the stream.
I understand wanting an acknowledgement to make sure that the money got there.
That's why she fucking hid it. Because she knew I was coming up right to that part. And somebody told me, make sure you record it. Make sure you record it. I agree, Last Kiss.
She never said
Totally
that,
agree.
what Laura's saying she did. Just
If
like
he never apologized, oh well. I don't care. I send him candles. I don't get apologies. You think I give
who? Who is she talking about? I'm lost.
a fuck? The only thing I told him is, let me know if you move, so I know not to send him there anymore.
Oh, she's talking about the husband. Never mind.
Plain and simple.
Oh, look at the cute little monkey. That's a, fuck. I know by the mohawk, I'm trying to think. Those are the cute monkeys that get the little, they got like, they look like Mo, Larry, and Curly. I'm trying to think what the fuck their names are. Some type of macaque, obviously, but I can't think of what their name is. Kiki has been sick since the start. I don't remember her talking about lupus, but she might have. I just don't remember.
I don't get people.
Laura's the only one allowed to have cancer, yeah.
I'm the guy that animated wrestling videos of all different.
Meanwhile, I love how she's using the cancer now, like, because she did it in this one too. She's like, oh, you can't even get through my cancer. I have cancer. And I'm like, dude, you told everybody that you didn't have cancer. You know, Laura, I guess when you downplayed Alicia's cancer in the beginning, and your own, you acted like it was no big deal. It's kind of biting you in the ass now. You can't turn around now and be like, I have cancer. Leave me alone. You downplayed it. You said it was gone when you got your surgery.
Who? Mr. Nobody?
What kind of macaque is that? No,
Yarn, I
Father,
don't know
right?
if you heard the beginning, but Sage bought her first car tonight. She bought a 2024
All right,
Hyundai
I don't
View,
care about
Venue
her kids' cars,
in blue
though.
with black and...
I'm just gonna fast forward. I don't give a shit. I don't know why she has to keep telling everybody.
Incognito, you're still posting half-naked pics of yourself in Wendy's Discord comparing your body to One-Wins?
Oh,
What?
all right, this is the part where she brings
Hey,
me
Ruby.
up.
That's kind of creepy.
I think. Who said that?
Hey, Southern Gal. Yeah, she's pretty excited over it. It's a small car
I
though.
thought
Like it's an
this was
SUV.
it.
It's like a mini SUV, but it's smaller than a car. But that's what you wanted. Oh, that's not true. I'm not even in Wendy's. Don't pick on Ash then. All right, send me the pics. I want to see the pics.
A bonnet macaque. That's what they're called. They get the little.
You know what,
thing.
Southern Gal? I haven't gotten notifications either. Like under my other accounts, I will usually get notifications, and I haven't gotten notifications
Oh, I thought.
either.
Oh, her daughter got a car.
Oh, I'm so glad, Chrissy.
Laura's got to brag about it. Tell everybody what color it is, what year it is.
I like happy
Well, like all the details.
customers.
Yeah, I'm shocked she didn't give the license plate number too.
My email is.
Oh, I thought this is where she talked about this. All right, forgot it. I'm not listening.
How do you like the new wax, Chrissy? You've gotten both, so how do you like the new wax? Yarn, your candles are going out tonight. They're all.
Dude, she told Yarn her candles were going out like 3 days ago. FYI, I'm 50 fucking years old and I've never bought a brand new car. That's huge for her. I love it for her. That's sad to hear that, Tammy.
Ready to go. I even made you an orange and vanilla one. I'm not so thrilled about how it came out, but I tried. Never, Tammy? I did when I was younger. But I told her, I'm driving a 2008 and you're driving a 2024. There's a problem.
Yeah,
That's just a
Laura.
little bit of a problem.
That is a problem. I purchased my first $50,000 car. My first car was a Toyota Camry, and I paid $13,000 cash. I think it was used though. I bought it used. I always bought like cars that were coming back on lease, so I would buy like cars that were like 2 or 3 years old because they were cheaper. And I liked like luxury, not luxury, but I liked like nicer cars, so I like to get them back on lease. So, like my Lincoln LS,
I had a new
I bought it when it was returned on lease.
at her age. But my dad signed it.
Like, why does this
It's
matter?
clean. So, all right. So you like it better, all right? Because you're one of the people that have had both.
My dad signed it.
Hey, Crystal. You're not
Co-signed
Amish
it.
anymore. Amish is good.
Very hard to buy a car on your own when you're that age.
So, yeah, so we got to pick it up tomorrow.
All right, I don't care
That's
about her
upset they're
daughter's car, but 'cause she'll be like, "Oh, they're talking about my daughter." No, we're not. You're talking about her.
SE out in blue.
All right, I don't know where she talked about this fucking thing. She's looking up the fucking car, so I don't need to fucking watch. All right, forget it. It's not that important. It's just Laura fucking getting things wrong as per usual. All right, fuck this. I don't care enough to sit here listening to her the whole thing. Look at it this way. She doesn't have any other income and does have bills to pay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always lease new car. I was leasing and then I can't anymore. We killed the mileage on my last lease. And I might lease again. My husband might, I don't know. Who knows if this will happen, but he was saying maybe he'll take my truck and then I'll get a lease, but who knows. He talks a lot. Talks a big game. Car payments will be hard. Yeah, dude. That's like the last thing I would have wanted in college. Car payments, but the envy she has towards her own child is strange. I totally agree with that one. It is. I think she's like vicariously living through her. Like, I just don't understand why everybody needs to know this poor girl's business on here, but that's just my opinion, you know? But she'll be like, oh, they're talking about my kid. Nobody's talking about your kid, Laura. Your kid's a great kid. You know, good for her. I'm happy for her. I wish her the best. I just couldn't, you know, I don't understand why you need to put all her business out all the time. I think I'm leasing next. Well, the problem is we go way over our mileage. Like the first couple of years the first car I leased, I had, you know, stayed within the miles. But then once we started like really traveling for my son's hockey, we can't take my husband's truck for hockey. But, so we take mine and then we went so much over our mileage. And to be honest, I really didn't want to give my truck back because I love it. So I was kind of like, happy that we went over the mileage because then we had to buy it out, you know, which I was fine with because I really do love my truck. Like I love it. I don't want to get rid of it. It has everything that I want, you know, it's perfect. There's like, the only thing I don't like about it is my fucking windshield wiper on my driver's side. I don't know. There's something wrong with the windshield wiper. I don't know if it's because the windshield wiper or the window itself is a problem because I had to get the front windshield replaced because it cracked. My husband took it out one day and he comes home and there's a huge crack across it. I'm like, are you kidding me? But yeah, so I bought the truck. So, and I don't care. I love my truck. I'll drive that thing forever. It has everything I could possibly ask for in it. Like literally it has everything except for a sunroof, which the last 2 cars that I've owned haven't had a sunroof, and that's like the first. Every car I've owned my whole entire life had a sunroof. So, I don't mind like not having it. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but when it comes down to it, I really didn't use my sunroof all that much. I think there's like 2 months out of the year that you would actually use it here, and then other than that, it's like too hot to have it open. But I want to trade in my Cadillac for a truck. What kind of truck do you have? I'm trying to find a decent one. I have the Chevy Traverse 2000. I think it's a 21. So I got it when it was brand new. That was the first time in my life that I mean, I've gotten cars before, but well, my other truck was new. It was brand new, but that one was the first time I ever like got the one that was in the showroom, like on, you know what I'm saying? Like when you actually go in like the building and it was in the showroom and I sat in it and I was like, yes, I'm like, this is the one I want. It had everything I wanted. I'm like, this is it. This is the one. It's very spacious. It drives really nice. The only thing, if you're into music, you like listening to music, do not get the stock stereo system because it's fucking awful. Like that, my old one had the stock radio and it was like just horrific. It was horrible. But everything else about it, I love. I absolutely love it. This one has a Bose system in it, so that was really all I cared about, to be quite honest with you. I was like, dude, I just need it to have good speakers in it. I don't really give a shit about anything else. And heated seats. Do you listen to Sirius? I hate Sirius. I absolutely hate Sirius. I have it and I hate it. I never listen to it. I use Pandora in my car. I just realized because I was paying monthly, right, for my car. I was paying to have like internet service just so I could stream Pandora in it. Hold on, I'm just gonna join this from my phone so I could go smoke a cigarette. Hold on. I gotta ship an order out today. Actually 2, I think. Hold on. Alright. Let me just lower this so we don't get this fucking crazy noise. Alright. I gotta remove this one, I think. Okay. We're good. What was I saying? My truck. Hold on. Oh, Pandora. So I was paying, just for like the lowest plan to get the, internet service on my car so I could listen to Pandora. And I realized I don't even need that. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Well, I could plug my phone in, but I hate plugging it in. Like, I don't have my phone connected because I hate when it goes on the Bluetooth on the car. So I don't have my phone connected. But I realized that I could use my phone as a hotspot and just, play Pandora like that way. And I'll have internet. So I don't pay for the service anymore. I figured it out in the weirdest way too. Me and my son went to Five Below one day and he got a mouse, and he plugged it in the car because the mouse like lit up, and he plugged it in the car, and it was crazy. It has like the USB thing. So my son plugs it in the car and it worked. You could actually use the mouse on the screen in my car. It was like the weirdest thing. So when he did that, I was like, oh, I'm like, wait a second. If this thing's like basically a computer in here, I'm like, I wonder if I could use my phone as a hotspot because I've had to use my phone as a hotspot for my laptop before. And I'm like, if you could use a mouse, I wonder if you could do a hotspot on here. Like, so I tried doing it. And I was like, oh my God. And it's made my life so much better because it was like it wasn't that expensive. It was like $15, $16 a month for the plan, just so I could play Pandora because I hate Sirius XM. I absolutely hate it. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like the commercials, and I don't like the and it's so weird. For some reason, when I stream Pandora right off my car, I don't get any commercials. If I play it from my phone to my car, I get commercials. But when I play it right off my car, it doesn't do commercials for some reason. But it does have a skip limit. You could only skip like 5 songs on each channel. So, but anyway, I mean, I just like Sirius XM, like I don't know, they don't have any good stations. Their hip hop station, which the only one I really like is XM Fly, whatever it's called, and even that one, like I like they go from like I don't know, like my era, I feel like of music that I like to listen to, and then like all of a sudden they'll go like way too old school for me, you know? I don't know. There's just like too much of a weird variety on that. Like I like Pandora because somehow Pandora, it's fucking crazy how Pandora works because it's like psychic. Pandora. It knows what you like to the point where like, all right, I have like a Jay-Z station, let's just say, and it added a Post Malone song. Now what it does is like you'll like the video, you'll like the songs. I guess Spotify kind of works similarly from what I understand. I don't use Spotify. I could on my car, just Pandora just had it like it's all set up already. I don't have to do anything. But like so like it'll suggest somebody that's like associated with Jay-Z, right? So it'll start playing like uh whatever songs of artists like BD Siegel or something or Freeway or something. Like it somehow knows that okay, if you like Jay-Z, then you're probably gonna like this, that, and the other person. But the weird thing is that like it throws in newer songs, but like only new songs that sound like old school songs. I can't explain it. Like it'll throw in like a random Post Malone song, and I'm like, oh, I like this song, but like, how does it know that I like this song? Like how, like what made it? Because like Post Malone and Jay-Z, I wouldn't associate them. And it's just so weird. Like even on my R&B station, it throws in like random new R&B songs, even though most of the songs that it plays are from like back in like the early 2000s or late 90s. It somehow like knows like, okay, if you like this song, you might like this newer song. That shit bugs me out. So I'm like, how does it know that? I like Post Malone too. I think he makes really good music. And I was just watching a video the other day, and let me tell you, he's one of the most humble, kindest people to his fans and shit. I don't know, this video came up in my feed and it was like celebrities that are mean. And J-Lo being one of the worst. Actually, the worst is Ellen DeGeneres. I heard she's like the absolute worst celebrity. Like meanest, nastiest, worst celebrity to deal with. You know who I was surprised who was on the list of mean celebrities? Like horrible Mike Myers, the guy that played Austin Powers. They said he's like a nightmare, like to work with. I was kind of shocked by that one. But yeah, Post Malone, he's cool. My son loves him, but I like a lot of his music. I think he makes good music. My husband and myself, I think the place going great. Wait, what? My husband and myself helped him get a place, and it wasn't our first decision, but it's going great. I'm beyond proud. I will never understand parents like that. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't like XM. I don't know. And then I have a playlist on here. I have a rap playlist on YouTube, so I'll play that sometimes if I want to hear like specific things. But oh, Amazon Music, yeah, that one's good too. I never use that. I just like I don't know. I when I got in my car, I didn't use Pandora for the longest time. Then when I got my car, you could download the Pandora app, and I did, and I just like ended up liking it, because I was like, oh, it like knows what I like, so I can look for an artist, and then it'll just know that like I don't know. It's weird how it works, but it knows what you like. Even like I have like an alternative channel with like certain artists, and it just seems to like know who, I guess, like what other songs were popular around that time. I always like picture a little DJ sitting in my radio. He's like knows every song that I like. Like there's rarely a song that comes on there that I don't like. So it's really, I mean, I like it, and it just goes. I have Alexa in my car. I thought you had to pay extra for Amazon Music though. Because last night I went to go buy something on Amazon, and I go, it's like you need a payment revision, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought I had money on my one card because I have money on like 3 different cards, so I never, from my business. So it's like I go to look, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? There was like some charge from Amazon, and I look, and it was like my Prime membership. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do this. Whoops, sorry. I just mixed my coffee in the wrong fucking thing. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, why am I paying a monthly Prime membership? I'm like, I thought I paid for I could have sworn right around Christmas, I paid for like the year because it's cheaper, and it's charging me monthly. I don't know why that is. So it took out the money for my Prime membership. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was looking at it because I'm like, I'm trying to find like where I renewed it because I'm like, that's weird. I thought I paid for like the entire year in one shot. And I'm looking and I seen the Prime Music, and it's an additional $10 a month from what I saw. I thought you had to pay extra for that. Same thing with YouTube. They have like a music streaming thing. I never used it. I think it comes with your Prime membership. I mean, your premium membership. I don't know. Oh, I just want to share something with you guys. A little secret about YouTube Premium. If you're paying for YouTube Premium, I just noticed this the last time. I'm actually kind of glad that my card got declined the last time because I had no money in that account. Go, Bobby. So I was paying $30-something a month for a YouTube Prime membership, right? Premium. Sorry, not Prime. I'm getting confused. It was like $32 and change. It came out to like a month when all was said and done, right? So the other day, I had to renew it, right? And instead of I had to change my card. I had to put it on like a different thing. So I put it on my PayPal account, so it could come right out of PayPal, which it can't if you're going through the App Store. So I put it through my PayPal, right, the other day. So I go like when I went to change it, I renewed it. So hard to explain. So I renewed it in my web browser, right? Because it won't let you change your payment method on here. Like I had to add a new one. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't let me add it on here, so I had to go into like it was just trying to renew it in the same place, and I didn't have money on that card for it, so I had to do it in my PayPal. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, whatever. So all of a sudden I go to renew it in the web browser, right from YouTube in the web browser, and it was $22. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, this is like $10 cheaper than it is on when you renew it from the YouTube app. Okay. I'm like, that's fucking weird. How is that? Why is that? So yeah, when you go through the app and you do your premium membership on there, it's charging you an extra $10 because Apple, it's going through your Apple Pay. And so Apple, if you have Apple Pay, I don't know how it works for Google. This is just for if you have Apple, if you have like the App Store. So it's going through the Apple Pay. So Apple needs to get their cut. So they charge you an extra, like, it's really like $8, but when taxes and everything, it's like almost $10. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, that's so messed up. So this whole time, I've been paying $10 extra a month for my premium than I really have to. So just a little secret for you guys, if you want to save some money, don't renew it through the App Store. Just go directly, like go on your laptop or something and go directly through YouTube and renew it from YouTube, like from the website. Do not do it through the app on your phone because it's going to charge you an extra $10. The same thing happened to me with my graphic design software. I went to go renew it and it renewed, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, why is it like that? And that one was like $30 less. They upcharge you even with like, all right, so I paid for Paramount Plus when what do you call it? When I had when the Betty thing was on. I did like a free trial and then I forgot to cancel it. I do this shit all the time. And it was like $5.99 if you do it from Paramount Plus. You could go on YouTube and watch Paramount Plus on YouTube. They want to charge you $11 and change. I think it's like $11.99. And I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, why would I do that? Why would I pay twice the amount of money to watch it through YouTube when I could watch it directly on the Paramount Plus app? Doesn't even make sense. So these like companies are it's just crazy, man. Everything's a subscription nowadays. It's like my graphic design software back in the day, you used to buy it. It cost like $500. I never bought it, but I'm just saying, I always had pirated software. I was lucky. I had pirated software up until recently. It was like probably 2017, I think, or 18 when it finally caught up with me and they made their whole entire thing cloud-based and you couldn't do the pirated software. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it, but I don't know how to do it. My brother always like figured that shit out. He was the computer nerd, not me. So I always had a pirated version of Adobe Photoshop and everything that I needed, Premiere, whatever. You can't do it. As far as I know, you can't do it anymore because it's all cloud-based now. because like back at that time, you used to actually have to buy a CD or download the file. And then they had this thing called a crack, and you could crack the software open and it would, let you use it. You got like a fake security key and then you were able to use the software. It's fucked up. I know. Yes, you're right. But I mean, it was that or pay $500 that I didn't have for the software. So, anyway, now you have to pay a subscription every month. It's not terrible because you got every single one of their programs. But I mean, for like, I was paying $60 a month, but now I'm paying like 30 something a month, which ain't terrible for all the programs. Stop. Here we go. But it's like, I'm like, I don't know, it's fucking crazy. Everything's a subscription, but you got to watch out for these companies when you're going through other things. Like if you're doing subscriptions to these streaming services, make sure you do it directly through the streaming service and not through an app or something like that, another app. Because if you're doing it through a third-party app, you're going to pay more money that you don't have to pay. I heard if you change your IP address to another country, you could get YouTube Premium for their cost. Yeah, you'd probably need to use a VPN, right? And then you would always have to have that VPN on, because people do that with like Netflix and stuff. They'll use a VPN, but the problem is you would have to always use that VPN at all times. And then everything that you go to would think you're in that country. Well, you don't have to use it at all times. I guess you could turn it off and only use it when you're using YouTube, but whatever. Me and my son watch YouTube. We don't watch TV. So to me, the 20 something dollars is worth it a month. Cause like I watch YouTube more than anything. I haven't sat and watched TV in years, even if I'm like I watch TV shows through YouTube. So to me, it's worth it, Girl, I always forget to cancel after free trials. Always. I'm the worst at that. I'm like, I'm gonna do the free trial and I'll cancel it. No, nope. For like years, my sister-in-law told me this little trick to get Prime for free. So for years, I did this. I would sign up you could sign up. I think they might have caught on, but for like a while, what I would just do is just sign up with a new email address every month. So, you could sign up, you get a month free of Prime, and then you could just use a new email address and sign up for Prime the next month with a different email address. But I just got tired of doing it because I was like, this is a pain in the ass. Like, how many email addresses? I didn't do it for like years. I did it for like a little bit. And I was like, all right, this is kind of annoying. And I'd rather just pay for Prime. Oh, Ipsy and all that shit. Yeah. Dude, the shit adds up, man. It gets so expensive. It's like $22 a month for this and $30 a month for this and $16 a month for Prime. And I must pay like a couple $100 a month every month just for like subscriptions of things. It's ridiculous. My editing software that I use on my phone is fucking $5 a month, $5.99. It's like so stupid. Everything. I could say like $1 or $2 a month for an app, but I don't know. I miss the days when you used to just buy the app and that was it. You own the app after that on the phone. Now everything's like you have to pay monthly for every fucking thing you want to use. It's ridiculous. And it all adds up, And sometimes I'll go on like my thing. I'm like, when the fuck did I pay for this? Like, I don't even remember paying for this. Every like once in a while, I try to go into my like subscription thing on my phone to see like what am I paying for that I don't know I'm paying for. Because I'm like one of those people that's horrible with checking their bank accounts. Like I don't check my bank. I hate looking at my bank account. I'm like one of those people I only check it when I absolutely have to. Like, I don't know. I hate looking at my bank account because it depresses me. There's usually not that much money in there, but I don't know. I just like don't check my bank account. Like I'm bad at checking it. So like if scammers want to scam, I'm like the person to do that with because I don't check. Stop it! Stop! What are you going crazy for right now? Holy shit! Hold on. I'm terrible with the bank account, dude. So I don't know. There's some people that look at their bank accounts like multiple times a day. I was never like that. I hate looking at my bank account. I don't know why that is. It's like a weird fucking thing that I have. Well, Red Rum, that's like me. My husband, that's why I pay for all my subscription shit because I got so annoyed with him. Because every fucking month I have to hear him. What's this Apple? What's this YouTube? What's this Google Plus? And I was just like, you know what, dude? I'll put all of it on my card, my account. That's it. I don't want to hear about you. So everything that's subscription, I pay for it because I'm like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. Because like I'm like, he'll sit there and like bitch about like $1.99 app that somebody downloaded. So I got so sick of hearing him. I was like, I'll pay for it just so I don't have to hear you bitching about it, basically. I mean, I get it, because it is. It's like you see like the little, it is annoying. You go in your bank account, you see like the little fucking charges all the time. You're like, what the fuck is this? I mean, I just went through it yesterday. I kind of have to check my bank accounts, but I hate doing it. I'm like, if I know I have like a decent amount of money in there, I'll just, I don't check it. And then like I try to guess. I'm like weird. Like I'll try to guess in my head. Like I'll do the math. I'll be like, okay, I had like $500, and I'm like, I bought this, that, and the other thing. I should have money left. Should have like 100 left. Like instead of just checking it, I'll just sit there and do this weird, horrible math in my head because I suck at math. I just hate checking it. I don't know. I'm weird. But like when I do check it, I'll start looking and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, $2.99. Like, what is this? I'm like, I don't remember buying anything for $2.99. And of course, it never says what it is. Oh yeah, the ad. You could play it in the background. You just can't turn your phone off, and that's so annoying. If you don't have premium, you could turn it off. You could listen to it with ads in the background, but you can't listen to it if you turn your phone off, and that's really annoying because I mean, I listen to YouTube more than anything with my phone actually not even on. Cause like I'll put it in my pocket and I'll have my AirPods in and I'll be doing something and listening to like YouTube. Oh, math is definitely not my thing. Walmart isn't very much. Wait, why you pay $10 a month for Walmart? Oh my gosh, she's fucking crazy. Purple Rain, I put you're on my Purple Rain's been on my family plan for years, which I might have just fucked up, but I'll fix it. We'll fix it. Cause I had five premium like memberships. So my son uses one. I sent my husband the invitation about 100 times. He like never did it because he's like so bad with technology. And I'm like, all right, have fun watching ads on YouTube because like he watches it too. He watches a lot of videos on YouTube. I mean, a lot, So it's like, I'm like, I guess you like the ads. I don't know. Same way he loves XM radio. I'm like, you must just love listening to ads. I don't know. I hate commercials. I hate ads. So if I don't have to hear them, that's great. But yeah, it sucks, dude. I went like 3 days this week with the ads and I was like, oh my God, this is like horrible. I'm like, I don't know how people like, if you watch YouTube as much as I do, I don't know how you can deal with watching the ads. It's so annoying. No, I'm going to get you back on. Even if you can't get on your regular account, Purple Rain, I'll just add it. At least you'll have another account if you have another email. Oh, dude, TMZ was the worst. I mean, they have ads every like 2 seconds. It's insane. And they're long ads too. It's like these big long like spiels. The ads are so weird nowadays. Like, cause I haven't seen an ad in a really long time. So I'm like watching, I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible, dude. It's like the ad is like so long. It's ridiculous. It's so long, the ad. Oh, free grocery delivery. See, we don't have groceries in our Walmart, so Paramount Plus also got a dog app. Oh, get out of here. That's pretty cool. For $10 a month? Shit. They have the skip option though. What do you mean? Yeah, but still, like, that's so annoying because, like I said, most of the time, like, if I'm working, making things for my business, my phone's like usually on my pocket. In my pocket. I can't touch it because I have gloves on and I'm trying to like do something. And like that's what happened the other day. I was like working and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I can't stand this because I can't touch my phone when I have shit all over my hands, So I'm like, this just ain't gonna work because I listen to YouTube while I'm working. Like, all the time. I'm like, and I'm usually don't have my phone in my hands. So I have to sit there listening to the fucking ads. Like, I'm not like, when I like listen to YouTube, 90% of the time, I'm not watching it. I'm just listening because I'm usually doing something else. And then it's like, I just have my AirPods in and I put my phone down somewhere. That's why, like, if a lot of times I'm lurking in chats, if I even listen to people that, go live anymore. Because I hardly listen to people. Burnt toast, I'll sit in her chat. But even then, sometimes I'm like, I'm just constantly doing something. I can't like just sit still and like stare at my phone a lot. Like, it's very hard for me to do that. I'm too ADD to sit still and like stare at my phone. Anyone who gets delivery once from Walmart a month should do their premium plan. You can get delivery special benefits, not those benefits. No tipping. Huh. See, I don't even know if they do that here for us. I don't think they do that because we don't have the grocery store in our Walmart. We just have like, you could buy like snacks and like basics, but like they're not like, there's no meat, there's no produce or anything like that. I hate Walmart's website, so that would probably be a no for me. I hate their fucking website with a passion because it's like sometimes I just want to know what they sell in the store. And you go on there and it's like they're trying to be Amazon and they have like everything and you're buying from like a third party. And it's like, I don't want to see this shit. Like, I want to know if they carry this in the store. I know you could like, whatever, refine your search results, but it's like, why do I have to do that every time? It's just so annoying. America is all about the benefits. Jackson, are you turning into an America hater like Corey? She like fucking hates Americans. So funny because she hates Americans, but then at the same time, she's like, all she does is like follow us. It's like, okay. Like, that girl just loves to be in a constant state of fucking anger and disgust. She's like, let me just sit here all day watching people I fucking loathe. You ever hear her like growling? I fucking loathe. I'm like, dude, like, why would you want to spend your entire fucking day angry like that? Because like that bitch gets angry over shit. Like, if I watch somebody I don't like, I'm usually laughing at their ass, like how stupid they are. I'm not fucking angry about it. If somebody made me that angry, I probably wouldn't watch them. Like, she's like, she like fucking despises people here, detests them. Like, it's like unhealthy, the hatred she has towards people here. I've just never seen anything like it. I'm like, dude, like, why would you want to? I just don't understand. Why do you want to stay in a constant state of anger and I just wondered to myself, like, does anything make that girl happy? Like, is there ever a time in her life where she's like, oh, this is nice, or watches something that makes her happy? Like I watch like more of the shit that I watch on here is like DIY videos or like whatever I'm into, the craft at the time, and true crime videos, and I don't know, man, documentaries about shit. I was watching space videos last night about like the rover on Mars, and like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I can't spend my whole day watching shit that makes me angry, dude. Like, fuck that. Michelle used to make me pretty angry. Who? Michelle? See, like, even that lady, I'm like, I don't know how the fuck people sit there and watch her. Yeah, she loves to hate. She lives to hate. Her whole life is like contingent on hating people. Like, she needs it fuels her. I'm just like, oh my God, you poor thing. Like, I feel bad for her. I feel sorry for her whole day. And I don't know what she thinks she's doing. Because people, I think collectively, even people that don't like each other, like everybody collectively, I think agrees that she's fucking crazy, So like nobody takes her seriously. Nobody cares what she's saying because most people just write her off as a fucking crazy person. So I'm like, so who are you even like making these videos for? Like, you don't even get more than like maybe 30 views, and like 20 of them are probably her from her fucking troll accounts. Because I mean, the only people that ever comment on her videos, from what I've seen, is like other accounts that I've never fucking seen before. Like, okay, girl. Like a bunch of troll accounts. Corey is a frustrated troll. Yeah, she needs to get out and Alexandra, be careful bringing phones and shit into the shower with you. You know, it triggers people here, apparently. Like, oh my God, why would you bring your laptop into a bathroom? The nerve. It's like, dude, bro, the weirdest shit yesterday, I was thinking about it. I was in Michael's yesterday and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, that shit was fucking weird. That person in Laura's chat that was saying something about like me washing, I was like, what the fuck was that person? Like, that was fucking weird. Like, I'm like, what goes through people's brains? She's like saying something like she has to do acrobatics to wash and scrub. And I'm like, what? Why do you have to do acrobatics to wash yourself? She made some weird comment about like me washing too lightly. And I'm like, but how would you have seen me washing myself? Like, I don't understand that. That's fucking weird that you would even comment on that, because like I had a towel on. So clearly my shower was over. So how would you know how lightly I washed? Like, that's fucking weird that you're even thinking about that. But more weird that you said you have to do acrobatics and shit to wash yourself. Like, what? Like, that is fucking weird. And I was like, well, that's the people that follow Laura. Like, that's what, you know, like, stay over with Laura, please. You know, whoever you are. I forget their name, but I'm like, that person, that and the Peggy bitch is crazy. Laura definitely attracts, she attracts, you know, your vibe attracts your tribe, I guess, is what I could say on that one. The weird thing is, anytime Corey takes the link, she ends up crying. Or she just ends up pussing out. Like, what's her name? Shannon was like, come get a link, bitch. And she was over on her channel, you know, making her little community post. She's a big old pussy, that's why. Meow. I do acrobatics in the shower. That's a different thing. I mean, I don't need, like, maybe when you're shaving your legs, you kind of have to like do some like twisting and turning, but like to wash yourself, I don't know. It's just, like, not that hard, dude. I'm like, yo, dude, that is the true meaning of your vibe attracts your tribe there. That's, dude, go outside. Stop standing at the back door making it like you want to go out. Laura doesn't even know who Peggy actually is. I heard that. Yep. She only modded Peggy because the lady pays her. She actually thought it was Ryan Upchurch's girlfriend because he calls his girlfriend Peggy. I heard that in her live. She's like, oh, we got a conspiracy that you're Ryan Upchurch's girlfriend. And I'm like, oh my God, Laura. Yeah, that's the only reason she would pay that woman. That's another fucking... I've heard people saying things about her, and I honestly never paid attention to her. Just like Crystal, I don't pay attention to that one either. And then, you know, she came into a comment section the other day, and that's the only reason I had any interaction with that lady Peggy, is because she came into somebody's comment section the other day and she's like, Laura has cancer, she's going through chemo. And I'm like, no, she's not. She quit her chemo. What are you talking about? Like, why would you come in here saying that? And then I'm like, yeah, so like 5 people let her know that, like, dude, Laura quit her last treatment. She's not even doing her last treatment. Why, what are you talking about? And then she's like, I know. And I'm thinking, well, if you know that, then why would you use that? Like, why are you trying to manipulate people with Laura's chemo treatments if you know that she's not getting chemo anymore? She's done. Like, that's fucking weird. And that was it. That was all I had to say to her. And now, forget it. She's been making comments about me like crazy. I'm like, oh, Laura, have fun with that one, Laura. Can't wait to see till that friendship breaks up. I'm sorry. That business transaction ship breaks up, because I don't think they're actually friends. I think it's just like she gives Laura money and Laura likes that. And so she's like, here's a wrench. Now go do all my dirty work for me while you pay me. You're going to have to come to meetings, right? You pay me, but I'm your boss. You're fucking crazy. Fucking hilarious. And then she's gifting Laura hundreds and hundreds of memberships. I'm like, dude, I can't wait till that shit fucking falls apart. And then you start crying about how much money you gave to Laura. That's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, that's definitely how it is. And has Laura gave anyone grace around her? That's a hard no. That's a hard no. That's a hard never. Perp got her cancer removed. It's gone, remember? Yeah, exactly. That's her words. Her words. That's why I say, man, she's her worst enemy. Typically, dude, look, if somebody had cancer, like, for instance, Janice had cancer, I didn't go after that girl. She didn't bother me. Why would I ever talk about her? You know, I know she had maybe some issues with other people, but like, I wasn't going to sit there talking shit about the girl. I'm like, she's going through something, you know, but like, if you're here actively fucking not bothering people, like you're here actively talking shit and you're well enough to get up on your own panel or go in a chat and talk shit, you're fair game, man. I've always said that because a lot of people have been here over the years that have tried to use their diagnoses like, oh, you know, this person's really sick, you know, and I'm like, well, they're still here talking shit. So if you're here talking shit to people, I mean, you can't expect people not to talk shit back to you just because you're sick. Like, that's not fair. I mean, shit. Purple Rain's got a chronic illness. Does that stop Laura from dragging the fuck out of her? I mean, my friend came into her chat one time and Laura goes, oh, aren't you supposed to be dead? Or something to that effect, you know? Like something like that. Oh, Purple Rain, aren't you dying? You know? So like, I'm supposed to give her grace? Get the fuck out of here, dude. No, sorry. Same thing with Tracy. You know, when is she giving people grace on this platform? I don't recall her ever doing that. Fuck that girl. That lady, I should say. I mean, but at the same time, I don't fucking actively go after Tracy or talk about her unless it's there, you know, she gives me a reason to. I mean, she's been very ugly towards me, right? When I haven't talked about her, I haven't bothered her. She could have any opinion that she wants on me, but that's not what she's doing. She ain't giving an opinion. She'll tag me, and I'm like, stop fucking trying to contact me, Tracy. I don't want to talk to you. Stop tagging me in your fucking videos and your community posts. You know, like she'll just go pick a comment that I made somewhere and she'll twist it. For instance, right, a couple of weeks ago, I expressed my sorrow about a passing of Sally on here. And I was like, oh, her voice was amazing. And I said, you know, I always thought that she had a great voice for like voiceovers. And, you know, Tracy had to pull my comment that had nothing to do with her, right, out of a chat, post it, tag me in the post, you know, oh, mega momster, you're a liar. Like I don't bother you, Tracy. Why would you just pick that comment out of nowhere? It had nothing to do with you. I wasn't hurting anybody. I wasn't scamming anybody. I wasn't doing anything wrong to anybody. Why did you just pick a comment of me, an innocent comment of me out of a chat just to start shit with me, you know, and tag me and try to get my attention? Fuck you. I need to show you grace. Fuck out of here. All you do is start shit with me constantly. And I have to show you grace now? Fuck you. I show you grace by 90% of the time not reacting to your lives and all the shit that you show, you know, talk about me. 90% of the time. If you're going to tag me directly, yeah, I might fucking respond to it. But you know how many times people have told me, oh, Tracy's, you know, live about it. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not listening to it. I don't listen to her, dude. I don't know when she's going to get that, but I don't. So, I mean, I show you grace because I could do the same thing, right? And talk shit about you. The difference between Tracy and Laura to me is that, you know, Tracy's not on here scamming people, taking money from people. She just says horrible things to people, Tracy. She's a mean, miserable lady, you know? who just likes to fucking think she's a moral authority. Laura, on the other hand, she hurts people, dude. She actively fucking hurts people and takes money from people. It's totally different. Totally different type of thing. She says to everyone who is sick was still actually alive. Yeah, she does. She has said that to Burgundy's out getting a new car. Wait, what? You know? Oh, I gotcha. Scroll back listening to Keeger's up on panel. Happy she did this. Yeah, I'm happy she came up too. And never, I don't have an issue with her. Like, whatever. We've had our issues in the past, but like at the end of the day, like, she don't bother me and I don't bother her. I'm just glad she came up and cleared some things up, because I was a little confused. Ask for nothing being there, ask for nothing. Sorry, ask for nothing. Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, there were so many people that were going through things that Laura just had no grace for, no respect for, and then everybody's supposed to turn around. You ask for grace. You know what? They do that. You know why they do that, right? So that when you talk to them, it's like they made this fake ass peace offering to you, right? Mario Lightly used to do this shit all the time too. It's like this fake ass peace offering bullshit. So that when you talk about them, then Laura used to do it all the time, actually. I think it was Laura. Sorry, I said Mario Lightly. I think it was Laura who used to do it more back in the day. It was like this fake ass peace offering shit. So that, if you said anything about them, it's like, oh, see, it's you. It's not me. But it's like, nah, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I don't bother you, so I don't need to fucking give you grace. Excuse me, what are you doing to the plant, dude? Why? Why did you just attack a plant? Get out of here. Oh, get out. Why would you just randomly attack my plant, dude? Laura also puts her nose in everything. Well, I you know what? In that sense, her and Tracy are alike because they both do that. They both put their noses into things that don't even concern them. Which, whatever, it's a public platform. But like the problem is that you can't go around putting your nose into things and then expecting people to back off you, or not say anything about it or have a reaction to it. People are going to be like, oh, well, you're putting your nose into things. You can't put your nose into everything, everybody else's shit, and then expect that, people aren't supposed to talk about you. That's the difference. They don't seem to understand that. Oh, yeah, that was my Dobie. He's fucking knocking plants down right now. My butterfly bush. I don't know where to plant it. So that's why people get fucking pissed, because it's like, you're constantly sticking your nose into things, but then nobody's allowed to talk about you. It don't work like that. Can't do that. Can't. That's not how it works. Oh, hold on. Love to destroy plants. Loves it. And you've never went after plants. This dog, I don't know. Every plant I've had, if it's like in a pot on the ground, he knocks it over and like digs through it. So I can't have like plants anywhere. He killed all my plants that I had on my front window because I had old plants because I get nice sunlight through that. So they're all in my room now with like artificial lights on them upstairs because he killed all of them. So I had to like save them. And I can't have any planters downstairs near him, even outside. If I put a plant in a planter outside, he'll knock it over and dig it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have to destroy my plants? She can't handle when people clap back at her. That's where entitlement shows. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. People are gonna clap back. You got to be able to handle that shit. Be ready for it. Your kid's dog would shit in every plant? No way. That's terrible. I don't know what he likes. I'm like, I never had a dog that was so interested in my plants, though. I have like these flower boxes outside on my patio. He dug all the dirt out of them. So I have to like, I don't even bother because I'm like, I'm going to replant all this stuff and spend all this money on plants and he's just going to kill them. Oh, they're big diggers, Kelsey. Snoop was a digger. He dug holes too, but not like this guy. He like destroys plants. Like Snoop would dig holes in the backyard, but he kind of went through a phase and then he stopped doing it. So I'm hoping Ovi will stop too. Like eventually he might, you know. He's just hitting 2. He's gonna be 2 in May, which is crazy. I feel like we just got him, but he's turning 2, which is, you know, usually around 2 they start to calm down a little bit, you know, more. So hopefully he'll mature and grow up a little. But it was easy. I wish I could put mine outside. I can't because they'll die. The house plants will die out there. Yeah, he's almost 2 already, right? Laura more than once asked me, "Aren't you dead yet?" Yeah, she's allowed to say things like that, but you know nobody else can. She's like, I don't even, you know what I think part of it is? Well, I don't know. I was going to make an excuse for her, but you know what? Fuck that. I was going to say, I don't think she remembers some of the shit she says, but I don't know. She knows she says horrible shit to people. Dude, come on. I mean, because she'll really sit there and act like, she's like, I never say things like that. I'm like, come on, girl. Maya's so excited Bradley's home, but she's acting wild and crazy. Oh, she's like crazy because she's got somebody else around. Mine just turned 18 months, so yeah, they're in the T-Rex phase. Oh yeah. That's like what? I'm bad at math. 18 months is what? Almost 2. He'll be 2 in May. I think it was May 9th is his birthday. I don't know. I gotta look. I don't even remember his birthday. He was definitely the youngest one. I raised him from 8 weeks. Like Snoop, I got him. He was a couple of months old when I got him. This one, he was, you know, we've had him. So it seems like the puppy phase was a lot longer. That could be why I keep, you know, I always think, oh, Snoop was so good, you know, because I didn't have Snoop as long. I had him since he was 8 weeks old. So, you know, it's like, it's definitely like a longer, the puppy phase seems a lot longer. Gotta be kidding me, for fuck's sake. His flight was canceled. Who? Oh, shit. What, your husband? Good old, well, either MacArthur or LaGuardia. Not MacArthur. What were you saying? Oh, JFK or LaGuardia. Flights be getting canceled all the time out of there. Yeah, he is a Taurus bull. I used to have a dog named Cindy. Oh, JFK's been terrible lately. I actually heard LaGuardia is like beautiful now that they redid it. Because like my parents never flew out of LaGuardia ever. They were like, nope, never. And I never understood why until we flew out of there a couple of years ago. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the worst airport on the planet. But they recently like renovated the whole thing. And now everybody that I've talked to that's been there says LaGuardia is like a dream. And like JFK is the nightmare now. Because JFK was always like the better airport. But it is kind of a nightmare though. JFK. It's like, dude, the lines are, I mean, you're flying out of the city, so of course it's gonna be a fucking nightmare. 18 months is 1.5. The end of September. Oh, so he's like right behind mine. A couple of months younger. Yeah, I was on a waiting list for like a year, and what do you call it? We got him right around Mother's Day, I remember. So I think it's May 9th. I think that's his birthday. The SNL skit about LaGuardia is so funny. I've never seen that. They're both pretty crappy airports. Yeah, they are. The only thing it sucks because there's an airport like right near us. Like but they don't have a lot of the flights are like the type of flights where I forget what you call them. We have to stop, like layovers. Like they'll have like a layover where you have to like transfer to another plane, and that's just so annoying. And so we usually, when we fly, we go out of, LaGuardia, because the Delta, or not LaGuardia, sorry, JFK, because they have way more flights and better flights. So, but it's a pain in the ass because you have to pay for parking, and it's just a nightmare. Connecting flights. Yeah, you have to go. Oh my God, this nail is disgusting. My min pin. I had min pins. I miss my little min pins. I remember they keep canceling my flight. I was in a small airport. I got so mad I borrowed my kid's car and drove home. Oh my God. I pay extra not to fly. Ooh, LAX is probably just as bad as Kennedy. Kennedy on a LAX. Oh shit, Cali. Going. Back to Cali. You know what airport's really nice? Tampa. Tampa airport is nice. We like when we have to fly home from Tampa, I'm like, oh, it's such like a nicer experience than flying out of JFK. It's like there's people there, but it's like everything just is so much smoother. First of all, they have TSA. Like when you go into like JFK, like everybody that's in that gate has to go through the same TSA. So it's like, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. When you go to Tampa airport, they have like TSA for Delta. You know what I'm saying? So it's like such a smoother process. Like it just runs so much better. I hate JFK. The TSA screening is what holds everything up. It's a nightmare. Total nightmare. All right, I got 2 more vessels ready to go for the next grouping of candles. I wish I took them out of the molds. The longer you leave this stuff in the molds, the harder it is to get it out. So I should have taken these out last night, but I forgot that I had them sitting here. They just got like stuck to the mold. My Tamu molds. My Tamu molds. Should knock me over more than once. I love that Laura's people are trying to like, I guess because they're so upset that like I diss Laura's candles. They're trying to find anything they can to like rip my shit apart. And I'm like, okay, dude, just saying that it's Timu doesn't bother me. But like, I mean, I buy a mold. It's what you do with the mold afterwards. But I'm like, Laura should just, I mean, she could buy stuff from high end, the most high end places. And it's the way she puts things together, dude. Does it, that makes it look cheesy and tacky. How can I order a candle? Well, you could order on my website, but I don't have any available right now. Clickbait. I have I'll be having another grouping in probably, I'm gonna try to get them on by like next week. I'm not a candle company, so I do small runs of candles, and then when I make them, I put them on the website. Like I make them first and then put them on the website. This way people could order them. Cause like, there's just no way I would be able to do, I would be able to do it. Cause I make all the vessels. It's just like, I don't know how I would be able to do it like the way other people do. I don't know. Like Chasing Truth, I think she does the same thing as me. And I don't know how she does that. Cause I'm like, you would have to do so much testing for each vessel. I don't know. With each scent, like I don't know how you do that. And then I don't know if she makes them like to order each one. I'm not really sure how that works. But like Laura only sells 1 or 2 vessels, different vessels. So I guess it's a little different. And she orders them by the box load. I have to make them. And then they have to take a couple of days to cure. And then I have to paint the inside to seal them. And then that takes a couple more days to cure. And it's like, I'm not going to make people sit there waiting for like a month to get a candle. So what I do is I make them first and then I put them on my website. This way people don't have to wait a month for a candle, not it wouldn't take a month, but it would be a pretty long, time. Like longer than my other shit. If it's not a candle, I could make it and then ship it like at least like 2 or 3 days after I make it, you know? Sometimes it depends on what it is. But if I have to like paint it or do anything extra, or like this poor feather tray that I broke freaking 10 times. Um Newark is close to me, but I prefer international. Yeah, JFK. A lot of people do. So, mm, I was thinking of doing that, Sarah, the pre-sales too. But that's still like the same thing. I feel like people are gonna have to wait. I mean, once I get the vessels made, I could do the pre-sale because then I'll feel like, okay, it's not gonna take that much longer, But I don't know. I kind of almost don't see the point of doing that. So I was thinking about it the other day, and then I was like, I kind of don't see the point of doing that, except for like just so that it's kind of like laying the money out first. But I would never order a candle from Laura. I wouldn't want her having my personal info. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I don't blame you on that one. I mean, look, I don't think that she has. The only time I know of her giving out somebody's personal info was when one of her subscribers ordered a candle for uh, Just Angel. And so Laura decided to like out her information. That was not cool. Like, because, dude, that's your business. Like, why would you do that? I don't know. But I guess Laura don't care because her fucking she puts her own information out. For me, it's like it's an information exchange. You give me your information, you get my information in exchange. And so, I don't want my information out there, so I'm not putting other people's information out there. But I mean, it's just bad business to do that. People are entrusting you with their information. Like I don't need that on me to be giving out people's information. Like, I'm thankful that people are buying things from me. I would never give their information out. I don't even look at people's information, honestly. It's just like I print your things out and that's it. Half the time I don't even know where it's going or whatever because I try to not look because I really don't. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Pre-sales scare me. I always fear what if too much pressure on me. I work well under pressure, but I mean, I just, I think this is the best way for me is that I make the candles and then I list them. The pre-sale thing, the problem with that is too, I like sometimes I'll make the vessels, I'll make the candle, and then I'll drip like wax on them. And I'm like, fuck, I can't get it off. It's some of the wax is very hard to get off, like cement vessels. So it'll like stain the outside or something. And then I'm like, fuck, I can't sell this one. So I wouldn't want to pre-sale and promise something to somebody and then I can't sell. Like just out of my last batch, I had to remove like 3 of them because I fucking dripped wax on the vessels on the outside and it was like so messy looking, like bad. And then like 2 of the vessels had spots on them that I don't even know what the fuck they were. So I took those out of the rotation. So like, I don't want to like promise people that here you go, here's like candles. So like when I'm done making them, here's the 10 or whatever that I can sell, and that's what I sell. I feel like that's like the best way for me to do it because shit happens. I mean, you drip things, shit happens. There's like a whole process that you have to go through to make sure that things come out good. And so many things could go wrong in that process that I'm just like, this is for me, like, this is the safest way I feel like for me to do it. So far I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, did I count those two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 vessels made so far. I'm going to go for like 15 maybe for this run and see how they do. I do small runs, dude. I'm not, put tinfoil around the vessels to protect them. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. Like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. uh, I could do that, or I could just be more careful. The last run I did them on my table, and that was just a bad idea. Because I didn't notice that when I walk, my house shakes. So like my kitchen, when I was walking through it, The table was like shaking. It was just like, oh, it was bad. It was a bad idea. Exactly. You learn as you go. Let them care. You finish your inventory, you go live, sell out your stock, and decide if you do it again or not. Yeah, exactly. Send out with the subscription boxes. Yeah, that's another thing I could do. I have a couple of candles left. I'll probably just give them away to people. There's nothing wrong with the candles. It's just that somebody just ordered for me. Thank you, whoever that is. I could, I don't know. I could give them away, but I'm not gonna sell them at full price when they have a fucking stain on the outside, like a huge stain on them. Laura's candles do smell like the presentation that's tacky. Fingerprints on lids, hair and tape, etc. She needs to pay attention. Well, I can't promise you that there might not be OV hairs in my tape on the outside of my boxes because his hairs seem to find their way into fucking everything. Like, I'm like, Ovi's hair, how did it get in here? He doesn't even come in this room. Like, his hair is in places that he doesn't even go upstairs in my house, but his hair is up in like my drawers. Like, I'll find his hair. I'm like, what the fuck? But I guess it's because it sticks to us and then we transfer it. But yeah, can't promise that my dog's hair wouldn't get on the box or something. But I try to make sure it's not on my products, my actual products. My tape's always dusty. It always has concrete dust on it. My boxes, because I wrapped them up in the garage, so there's like concrete dust everywhere. So I mean, it's no matter what I do, it gets on there. It sticks to the tape. So I still want to order one of hers just to have our microbiology lab test the outside of it. Well, dude, that was the problem when she sent me the candles the first time. I was like, dude, it was like greasy fingerprints all over. She sent me this matte black vessel and it was like, dude, I could not believe how dirty it was. I was just like, did you like why wouldn't you fucking just wipe this down before you send it out? Like, I'm not saying, like, look, dude, making candles is a messy process. There's oil. Like the other day, I stunk. I was making the candles and I made a couple of different scents. And my husband's like, you want to go out to eat like somewhere? So we went out and I'm like, dude, I smell like candles. Like, because it's inevitable. You're going to get some oils on you and shit. It's messy. As neat as you try to make it, it's messy. Not as messy as hers because I've seen her thing and I'm like, holy shit, does she ever wipe anything down? It looks like she doesn't wipe her pictures down or anything. But anyway, I mean it's messy. It's a messy process, but like clean it up afterwards. Like I don't know. She like I mean, like really bad, greasy fingerprints all over it. I was like, oh my God, this is a mess. The label was like rolled in the corner, crooked, wrinkled. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God, it's just like, that's what it is. It's a presentation, dude. And I said that the candle she sent me, the last one she sent me, it smelled great. It did. It smelled good. It was like I don't know what scent it was, but it was like some type of bakery maple scent. I don't know, something like that. With something, yeah, I guess maple. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the scent was. It was fine. It burned okay. It didn't burn bad. The candle itself. I think it was a wood wick, if I remember correctly. That wasn't the problem I had. It was everything else. It was like the packaging was dirty. Like the wax melts she sent me were dirty. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was just kind of shocked because I was like, dude, like at that time she was charging $60 for one candle for like an 8-ounce candle. And I was like, dude, like I can't like, that's a lot of money to be sending people shit like this. Like I don't expect anything to be perfect if I get it when it's handmade. Like my shit's not perfect, but I would expect at least like for $60 for the amount of money she was trying, charging. I was like, dude, like this is bad, Laura. Like it was disgustingly dirty. That's not cool, you know? to send somebody something like that for that amount of money for a candle. Like, I would have never paid that. She sent it to me for free. But I'm like, even if you're sending it to somebody for free, like, I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't you want it to like just look presentable? I was like, okay, dude. I don't know. It just didn't work out. Working on having perfect organization. I'll never have that in my house, and I'm totally okay with that. I wish I could, but it just ain't. I'm disorganized. Everybody that lives in this house, actually, probably my son is probably the most organized out of all of us. Probably because we're so disorganized. I wish I could perfectly organize my house. I just like, I can't spend my life worrying about organization. My dad was like that. My dad was like, dude, he had an illness where everything had to be perfect in his environment, and he spent his whole life worrying about that shit. And it, I feel like it contributed to him being miserable. And I just like, I can't be like that. I can't waste my whole life worrying about messes and organization and where a coat is hanging, and like, that is not the life I want to live ever. I mean, my dad used to get like enraged over like fucking stupidest shit. I mean, I would leave my brush on the bathroom counter, and he would throw it in the garbage. Like, who, like, dude, really? That's like, you're letting a brush on a counter ruin your day? Like, I don't know. So for me, that is not the type of life I want to live. Being angry, causing fights with everybody in my household about, stuff, objects. No, sorry, not doing it. Because that's basically what most of the fights in my house were about. Because my dad had like serious OCD, and it was, I just would never put my family through that. I mean, I can't spend my whole life worrying about germs and fucking. My dad wasn't really germophobic, but he was a neat freak, and it was, I mean, it was just like intense, and I'm not gonna put my family through that. It's a terrible way to live. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have things be orderly and nice and neat, but like, not to the point where you're like abusive towards people over it. Like, and you're throwing people's out, stuff out, and being passive aggressive and spiteful over it. Like, I mean, he used to like sit there if you were like in the kitchen doing something like making yourself a sandwich or something. He would like scrutinize you and breathe down your neck, like, put this away, put that away. Don't, make sure you put this in the dishwasher. I was like, yo, dude, let me make my fucking sandwich. Like, you had to do everything his way. And it was like, I would never put my family through that. That is not the fucking way to live. It is not a way to live. I'm like, dude, you spend so much time worrying about things being neat that you're forgetting to enjoy your fucking life, dude. You completely forgot to enjoy your life because you're so fucking worried about objects being in their place. Like, that is sad. I can never live like that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Every little thing out of place makes someone irritated. Yeah, that's not fun. I cannot live like that in my life ever again. Like, if my husband was like that, I'd be like, bye, we're getting divorced. I'm not living like this again. No, thank you. I lived like that for 20 something years of my life, and I am not fucking doing it again. I remember when he passed away, and I said to my mom, and I felt bad, but I was like, she agreed with me. I came home and I hung my jacket on the back of like the kitchen chair, which I was never allowed to do. And I was like, I hate to say this, but I'm like, it kind of feels nice to not have to walk on eggshells in the house. Like, I was able to, and my mom's like, I know, I feel bad saying it. She's like, but I know. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I like, dude, that is a horrible feeling. You feel like like that, literally, I had to walk on eggshells every time I was in his presence. I felt like, because it was just constant, like, worrying about things being out of place. And I'm just like, dude, you have a problem. Like, you have a huge problem trying to control your environment too much, man. I understand wanting things to be neat, but not like that. That's my dad had a sickness. There was something wrong with him. I mean, he used to get fucking like enraged when something was out of place, you know? It's like, bro, calm the fuck down. And he would never give you a chance to do it on yourself. And I hate when people are trying to think for me. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. Don't fucking think for me. Thank you. Our house is well lived in. Yeah, so is mine. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Can you make the double hands marbled with black? Yeah, if you want. You just have to email me and I could do that for sure. I could do a paint or I could do yeah, I could do it. I'll show you. If you email me, I'll show you the different ways I can marble it. But absolutely. If anybody sees anything on my website like that and they want to, you know, if you want it in like, I don't want to say a color because I really don't have that much color. But well, yeah, I guess in a color, any color that you see available on my website. Like if you see something that I have listed in white and you want it in one of the other colors, you could always just email me and ask me. And then I need to put that somewhere. I was thinking that the other day because like I put things the way I like, you know, I put them out the way I like them. But if there's something you see that you want and you want it changed a little bit in like color wise, or if you want it marbled or something, you could always email me and ask me. I'm gonna rewind. You have a great day. Thanks. You too. I cannot get this fucking thing out of the damn mold. I left it in so long. The lids are so hard to get out. I can't grab the corner of this thing. I'm like killing my hands over here. Military, everything has to be just so. Yeah, well, my dad wasn't in the military. I don't know how he got that way. Like, I really don't, but I would not be able to live like that. My best friend grew up, her dad was like the same way, but germophobic too, which I would have like probably lost my mind if my dad was germophobic on top of being the way he was OCD. What do you call it? And you know what's funny? She like ended up like being, I don't think she's germophobic, but she's extremely neat. I went like the opposite way. I'm like so disorganized because I'm like, dude, I grew up my whole life with somebody breathing down my fucking neck constantly about fucking things that like I think once I got the freedom to be like, oh my God, I don't have to like worry about this. I just like I don't. I maybe I'm a little too lax on it. You know, like my dad, it's like that's a sickness. The germophobic shit too is crazy. I was watching this video recently. This lady's like on a cruise and she walks into the cruise room and she's cleaning the cabin that she's staying in. She's like pulling all these like cleaning products out of her suitcase and cleaning the cabin. She has like rubber gloves on and I'm like, that sucks. I'm like, shit, when I'm on vacation, the last thing I want to do is clean and scrub things. She's like scrubbing the toilet, scrubbing the shower. And I'm like, all right, dude, like I get it. But at the same time, has anybody ever fucking died from like a, dirty shower at a hotel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, it's not clean to their standards. And I'm like, dude, that's like, I'm sorry. I think that's fucking insane. I'm not saying don't wipe down things. Like, I don't know. She had like a mini mop she busted out and she was cleaning the cabin. And I'm like, that's too much for me. Like, that's over the top. Like, if I'm going on vacation, if the room was that dirty, I would call housekeeping and be like, you need to clean this room better before I would be, traveling with my own mop. Get the fuck out of here. And rubber gloves and cleaning supplies. Like, that's a little too much. It's a little over the top. It's like, dude, like I said, I couldn't live my life like that though, because I couldn't live my life constantly worrying about germs and shit like that. Like, like there's people, and it's just gotten worse after COVID because, everybody's like germ obsessed now, and they think everything's like, I'm like, I don't know, you really can't. All right, you might catch a cold from like a hotel room, but like are you cleaning the whole rest of the cruise ship? Because that's where the germs really are. You know, like that's where the bulk of the germs are going to be. So are you carrying those Clorox wipes into like the common areas that you're probably going to be spending most of your time in? Because the germs aren't going to be in your hotel room. I mean, there might be some, but most of the germs are going to be in the common areas that everybody's hanging out on. Like you have more of a chance of catching a cold when you're actively around people than you do of like, I know you can catch stuff off of the surface of things, but like you have way more of a chance when you're sitting at the bar, or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so are you cleaning the entire cruise ship? Because like you spend the least amount of time in your room, you know, and the more time, and you're so afraid of germs, but you're cleaning the room. You didn't, are you cleaning the entire cruise ship? Because like that's where the bulk of germs are going to be. They're going to be where other people are. So I can't make sense of that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I am not going. Yeah, gyms kind of gross me out. So do tanning salons. But I just like avoid that shit. I'm not going to bring my own cleaning supplies and fucking, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm skeeved out by hotels rooms too. Like, I don't like walking barefoot. I don't like using the towels and the pillows and shit. I'm a little skeeved out because there's other people using them. But that's just like a mental thing. I'm not worried about catching anything. I just like, I don't know. I'm just skeeved out about using things other people use. Like, I've kind of always been like that. But I'm like, I'm not going to go to the point where I'm going to like, all right, I bring my own blanket and pillow. But like, bringing your own cleaning supplies is a little extra. It's a little extra. I mean, bringing your own mop, that's a little extra. And I'm like, ew, like that'll be the day that I sat and fucking scrubbed a dirty toilet. Don't you think you have more chance of catching something if you're scrubbing a dirty toilet that like you don't even know who sat on? Like, no, I would never scrub a hotel toilet. That'll be the day. Like, no, thank you. I'll call the housekeeping and they could do it. But I ain't fucking scrubbing no hotel toilet. Fuck that shit. You have wipes for carts. Yeah, I don't do any of that shit. I don't use hand sanitizer. The only time I'll use hand sanitizer is like during fucking, you know, like flu season, if I go to like the pharmacy, like CVS or something, and I pick up like medication because I'm like, there's nothing but sick people touching the fucking credit card machine in CVS, like at the pharmacy, you know, like it's all sick people basically touching the thing. I mean, not every prescription's for somebody who's sick, but during flu season, most of the people that are there for like, you know, medication for flu, and you have a chance of catching the flu there. So yeah, I might grab some hand sanitizer if I see some, but like I don't carry it around with me anymore. I'm not gonna fucking live my life in fear of germs constantly. I just can't do it. Oh, you touch the toilet, Beeford? See, ugh, I can't do it, dude. Uh. I can't touch public. Hey, monkey. Can't touch public salt and pepper shakers. Ew, people licking their paper fingers and touching them. Yeah, that's kind of gross. I never thought about that. But I haven't seen those in ages anyway. I feel like everything's in a packet nowadays. I just say I'm sorry. I laugh at people that are germophobic because a lot of the times the phobia is irrational because they'll clean certain things, but I'm like, dude, like you can't clean the entire world. So like, I guess you can minimize some of the germs, you know, but like the cruise ship lady, I'm laughing because I'm like, dude, the most of the germs are gonna be in like the public areas. Like, I don't know, you know, you're I don't know. I just can't spend my life worrying about that shit. Like I said, that's how I grew up. My dad was germaphobic, but I grew up with somebody like that, and I thought it made him miserable. Like he was not a happy person because like his whole life was him trying to control his environment constantly and like not being able to do so because you can't control other people, you know? So it's like, why, like that's that's not a happy way of life. Like I wouldn't be happy like that. Like life's too short. Like I don't know, he didn't live longer than me, so I guess it didn't really help him, right? I mean, I don't know if he lived longer than me yet, but he didn't make it past 62. And I think a lot of that was due to the stress that he had, stressing over fucking crazy things all the time, dude. He was not happy. I kick it open with my foot. Yeah, I don't purposely like put myself into germs, but I try to be somewhat careful, but I'm like, dude, like, I mean, if I got a cold or something, like, yeah, I'm going to be inconvenienced for a couple of days. That's what I don't understand. Most of the germs that people are trying to avoid are like cold germs. And it's like, dude, like, all right, yeah, colds suck, but like, or flu, but like, it's a couple of days and then you're better. If you're like immune deficient and you're doing it, I totally understand. Or if you have like a disorder or you're more susceptible to like illnesses, like my mom, like it could be deadly, but even she wasn't like that. My mom was immune compromised and she wasn't. I was more fanatical with germs around her because I was worried about her, but like myself, I didn't care. Like, myself, I don't really care. Her, I was, but she didn't care. She was like worse. She was like horrible. I used to be like, Mom, because like this germ thing is new, like our parents, they grew up in a time where people weren't doing this. There was no fucking hand sanitizer and all this bullshit, Clorox wipes and all this shit. People weren't constantly worried about that. I feel like it makes you, I don't know, anybody that I know just personally that's like germophobic like that, they get sick 10 times more than I ever do. And I'm like, that's because I think when you kill too many germs in your environment, you're like fucking your immune system up. Like you need to catch things to build immunities to it. So like if you're constantly killing all the germs, just like antibiotics, if you take them too much, you're gonna fuck your immune system up and you could become immune, you could become like what is it called, resistant to the antibiotics because you're taking them too much and now your body's used to them. So I feel like it has to be the same with any type of germs. Like, you have to like there's a healthy amount, and then there's like obviously I'm not gonna go touch like walking around barefoot in Manhattan, or anything like that. But I'm not, at the same time, I'm not like walking around with a mask and gloves and fucking, that's just too much for me at this point. I still see people wearing masks and I'm like, hey, you want to live the rest of your life like that? That's great. Suffocate. I can't. I just can't do it. I just can't. Like to me, I can't even remember to bring a bag into the store. You think you're gonna remember Clorox wipes to wipe the cart off? Like, what am I gonna catch off a cart? A cold. All right, I'll live. But I really don't catch that much shit. I don't. I get sick maybe once a year. This year I got like a fever for a couple of days. It sucked, but like it's not the end of the world. I'm okay. Like I lived. The only thing I would probably actively avoid is that stomach flu, man. I rather get the fucking regular flu 30 times before I ever get the fucking stomach flu shit again. That shit is the worst of the worst. Like I would rather you punch me in the face every day of the year than to have that stomach flu for like 2 days. Cause that shit's horrible. But even if I caught it, I still lived. It just sucks throwing up for a couple of days. Next step, I want to get a bidet too, Jackson. I totally want one. My poor neighbor. See, yeah, well, when you're watching little kids, forget it. See, like even Jesse, when he was a baby and he like, oh my God, I remember he was sick all the time when he first started school. The first couple of years of public school is fucking hard. Oh my God, they're getting sick every day. It's horrible. I felt like I was constantly at the doctor's office with him, constantly. And then there was like a mini resurgence of that after COVID, because I felt like these kids had masks on for 2 years. Not that they really worked, because he still got sick during COVID. But like when COVID ended and they took the masks off, forget it. He was like, we went through like another one where it was like he had a fever. I felt like every weekend. I was like, oh my God, this kid has a fever again, you know? But the flu came through my house. I don't even know how many times. I never caught it. I never caught it. This year I got something. I don't even know where I got it from because I didn't know I was around anybody sick. But it was like 2 days. I had a fever and then I was fine after that. But I'm like, I can't imagine living every day just trying to avoid getting a fever or cold because I'm just like, you know, it's not going to kill me. I'm a healthy person. I can understand if you're like immune compromised or, you're already sick or dealing with something and you don't want to get sick on top of that. I understand. For me, I can't do it. Can't. Shingles is worse. Oh, yeah. My mom had that. There's so many different types of herpes viruses. My mom got the shingles when my brother's wife got pregnant, actually. She broke out into the shingles because she was stressing out. They say that that's what it lives in your body after you get the chicken pox, especially people who didn't have chicken pox that bad, like me. I know I'm going to get shingles one day. I already know it. Because when I got the chicken pox, I had a very mild form of it. Like my brother, he got it really bad and mine really wasn't like bad at all. And I feel like, oh, that shit ain't done with me. But my mom, right before my brother, right before they had the kids, she was so stressed out. I don't know why, but she just was. Well, I guess because, we weren't talking and she was like worried that she was never going to see the baby and, you know, whatever. So she was just stressing out and she broke out in the shingles and oh my God, it was horrible. That was like right before she got diagnosed with cancer too. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but she had like the rash on her head and it was all over her arm and it was painful. It's like nerve pain. It's terrible. I feel bad for anybody that gets that shit. Do not take black light into a hotel. You'll never want to. Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to do that. Look, when I'm in a hotel room, I just try not to think about it. But then again, I don't spend, when we're at hotels, I rarely am in the room. I pretty much just sleep in there. I mean, and then take a shower. But I just like, I have to sit there and just try not to think about what happens in hotel rooms. Like, because I know it's disgusting. I know there's germs and shit in there, but I'm just like, yo, dude, like, I get, YOLO. You only live once, right? All I know is I never got sick from being in one. $300 for me for 2 vaccine shots. That's a lot. Wait, you have to pay for vaccines? I don't know. Yo, tell me if you guys think this is fucked up. I have to explain it to you. I took a picture, but I was in CVS the other day, right? And I'm by the pharmacy. They have a skeleton sitting in a chair. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why do they have a skeleton sitting in the chair? I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, it's not Halloween, you know? And I walk up and the skeleton's holding a sign. And it's like, what did it say? It said something to the effect of like, I would have been alive had I got vaccinated or something, but I'm dead. Like, it was like fucked up the way they wrote it. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to my husband. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. No, he's like, yeah, it's a little fucked up. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was kind of in bad taste, like the way they wrote it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, is that necessary? Like, I don't know if that's the best advertisement for, I don't know. CVS is like pushing the vaccines. I get texts like constantly about the fucking flu vaccine and this vaccine and that vaccine. And I'm not like an anti-vaxxer by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I'm not at all. But I'll tell you what I'm not getting is the COVID vaccine. I'm not getting that shit. I don't need it. I don't want it. And and the only real reason is because I just feel like there's not, first of all, it's not deadly at this point. So there's no point for me to have it. But also, the other reason is just like with the flu, like you could still get the flu with the flu vaccine. So why would I get the vaccine? I don't know. But also because there's just not, I don't know. It just hasn't been around long enough. I want to see the effects that it's had on people first, like long term, like 10-year. I want to see what happens. I don't know. I read up on the mRNA vaccines and I don't know. It's just, I don't know enough about it. And I really don't, if I worked or if my mom was around still, I'd probably feel differently about it. But I'm like, everybody I know that got that vaccine has gotten sick, has caught COVID more than people I know that haven't gotten it. So I'm like, why would I go get this vaccine and then catch it anyway? It just doesn't even make sense. So A lot of people wear masks seem like those people are always sick. Yeah, dude. I swear to God, I think the masks make you sicker. I do. I think it's because you're not getting germs and then your body's not building an immunity. I don't know. But I can't. I still see people wearing masks and I try to assume in my head that they're like immune compromised. Like older people, I'm like, okay, like I got it. They're old. Life is fragile when you get older. But like when I see like perfectly young, healthy people, I'm like, I'm sorry. I do side eye you a little bit because I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I mean, are you going to live the rest of your life like that? I can't. Like, I don't know. Like, is there going to come a time where you're going to take the mask off and just like live your life again? Because I can't imagine having to worry about that every day. That was horrible. Like, I think the whole fucking period of time was awful for us. I just can't imagine living like that. I am so weird about feet. Oh, I hate feet. Feet are disgusting. I don't fucking care. Every foot. I don't care how nice your feet are. Fuck that shit. Dude, like, there's no way I would be able to sit at work for 8 hours with a mask on. Bless those people. Bless those people. I couldn't do it, dude. I hate Generation Z. Yeah, they're pretty bad, Jackson. They're pretty bad. Well, I'm technically a millennial, Jackson. Technically. Because they say, I don't know, it depends on which website you're reading from, right? Because some of them say 1981 is millennial and some say it's Gen X. I can't. So I'm a zennial. There's a little 3-year window or 4-year window of people of a generation that's like gap between Gen X and millennials, and they call it zennials. Because like we don't have, I don't know. I don't know where I fit in. I think I should be a Gen X because I was the last graduating class of the 1900s. So I feel like I should be included on Gen X because a lot of the things when I read about millennials, I'm like, I was a little too old for that. Like some of like when they like show like, oh, millennial toys. And I'm like, yeah, I was like a teenager when that was like cool. So it's like, that really wasn't something that I was into when I was a kid. Like, I don't relate that much. I feel like I relate more with Gen X. So, I mean, there's some things that I'm like, okay, yeah, but I feel like millennials are like late 1980s, early 90s kids who are like entitled. I go in the oncology place every week and I'm the only one wearing a mask. It's actually frustrating. Why is it frustrating? That's the only place where I think people should wear masks is at a fucking doctor's office. Honestly. Like, I'm fine with that. If people in the lobby are wearing masks, like, I get it because, that's makes sense to me. But, like, out in Walmart, I ain't wearing a fucking mask, dude. You couldn't fucking pay me to wear a mask again. I mean, I don't care if this ever happened again. I would be like, no, sorry, not doing it. I don't feel like it fucking helped. I don't know. You are captain of the millennials. Gee, thanks. I hate millennials too, but I really hate Gen Z. But they're all teenagers now. That's why. You know what I'm saying? They're like teenagers in early 20s, but they do think they fucking know everything. It's kind of funny, but we were probably the same way when we were that age. We just didn't have social media. I was watching this video last night and this girl's walking around. She's like, what to buy and what not to buy at Home Goods, right? From what did she say? An interior decorator. And she's like, don't buy this. It looks tacky. Don't buy this. And I'm like, I'm looking at this girl. I'm like, is this girl even old enough to have a fucking house? Like, she probably just graduated from college and had her fucking interior, in her interior decorating classes. Like, now she's, the interior decorating expert and telling people what to buy and not to buy. And I'm like, how about people just buy what makes them happy? Like, and not, nobody needs some fucking, Gen Z fucking college graduate telling them what to fucking buy and not to buy. Shut up. I was like, what the fuck is this? People actually listen to this shit. I mean, like, as far as like things in your house, like I can understand if you don't want people buying things because they're gonna be shitty, like, but like you're gonna tell somebody how to decorate their house. Like, I don't know. I was like, this is fucking weird. So why do they call the generation? Shouldn't Z mean there's gonna be any more generations? Yeah, I know. What is called after Gen Z? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's like generation. It is weird because you got the baby boomers, right? And then you got Generation X. Ow. And then you got, I don't even know what my son is. Is he considered generation? I guess he's Gen Z, right? Like he has to be. Because I don't know if there's any generation after Z. I wear it to the grocery store and anywhere I go. Luckily, I stay home, but then again, I really can't afford to get sick. Yeah, well, that's different. So wait, is there a generation after Generation Z? Bus duty. Oh yeah, I gotta get off soon. Well, my son doesn't. I don't stand at the bus stop anymore. He's a little old for that. He'd be like, "Mom, seriously, you stand there?" But he will be home in a minute or two. I don't stand at the bus stop. The bus stop's on my it's on my property. I really don't have to stand there, but I stopped going to the bus stop a while ago because he's a little old. It's like, Mom, stop standing at the bus stop. Like, you're embarrassing me. I'm like, all right, dude. But if it was around the corner, I would be standing there. I don't give a fuck what he says, but it's literally on my corner, on my house, like right on my property. So ADD, we started way up in the alphabet. Generation Alpha, is that what they're calling it? So I wonder if that's my son's generation because he's 2012. I don't know where he falls in. I know that my parents were, I don't know if my dad was a baby boomer. My mom definitely was. My dad was 1942. Is that still part of baby boomers? I'm not sure. Well, baby boomers is large. I feel like the generation that's probably in kindergarten, they're going to be the second boomer generation because um I think during COVID there was a baby boom, huge baby boom during COVID. And those kids, and I know because like even in my son's school, when he went to kindergarten, they all fit in one building. They have like the kindergarten used to go to one, building, and pre-K. Now there's kindergarten classes in the elementary schools. So I'm like, there must like, and if you think about it, the kids that are, or it's either pre-K or kindergarten, I'm not sure which one, but the kids that were born during, let's just say in the beginning of COVID, they're probably about that age now, right? Like around kindergarten or pre-K. Well, no, it's 2019, 2020, 20. Yeah, they'd be in kindergarten or pre-K now. So let me tell you though, that fucked up kids. Like even my cousin told me because her son, when he was a baby, he was born right before COVID. And so when he was born, she, couldn't do as many things like she did with the older son because he was not that he's fucked up. I'm just saying he's like socially behind, I guess, in a sense, because he didn't go out as much. Like that really affected these kids. Even my own son, like it affected the kids a lot because a lot of the young kids, like my cousin, she used to go everywhere with the older kid and bring him here and there and, like all these different places. And then when the second one was born, by the time he was at like toddler age, it was COVID because he was born in 2017, I think, right? Or 18. So he was like, 2 or 3 years old. So like he didn't go to preschool. And then she couldn't really bring him to all like the things that she used to do with the older one, like the classes and those things. So like he's like so much more clingy to her, like where he doesn't want to like, it was very hard to get him like out of his shell because they were isolated for so long, when he was little. It definitely affected the kids, poor things. I think it'll catch up. Like, I think eventually, he's in kindergarten now. So I think like he's, once once he's in school, he'll be better. But like at first it was hard because he's like, he didn't do all the things that you normally do when your kids are little. Like when my son was little, I made sure to socialize him. He was at the playground all the time. You know, I brought him to the park. I brought him to the library all the time. Like, I wanted him to be around other kids all the time. But during COVID, you couldn't really do that with your kids. You didn't want to bring them to the playground, you know? So it's, it's definitely has an effect on the kids. I was teaching kindergarten right after Columbine. I remember the kids bringing it up at such a young age. Oh my God, I was in my senior year of high school during Columbine. I'll never forget that because that was like the first like school shooting, right? Like that I remember ever happening in my life. I know there was like some crazy guy that shot from like the bell tower, right, or whatever at like a college, but like I had never fucking heard of somebody bringing a gun and shooting it at a high school before in my life. And I remember like that next day walking through the hallway because like that's my generation, how embarrassing it is, but that's my generation because that they were seniors, same year as me, right? Those kids. And I remember getting into school the next day and looking around at everybody, and it was like almost like you just had this distrust for everybody in school. Like I'm looking at those kids, the trench coat mafia kids, because that was the reason that that trench coat style was even in was because of the Matrix. The Matrix movies came out during those years, and everybody was doing the trench coat thing to look like Neo, whatever his name was, right? You know, like all those kids that were into that type of shit were walking around with trench coats. So there was trench coat, they didn't call it that, but there was kids that dressed like that and looked like that in my school. And I remember walking past those kids and just thinking in my head, like, dude, that's some scary shit. Like this kid could pull a fucking gun out and kill all of us. Like, you know, like it kind of just reminds you, like, be kind to everybody because you don't know what people are going through in school. Like, be kind to all these kids because you don't know which kid's gonna turn around and fucking is holding this hatred and resentment in his heart towards all of us. You know, the teachers, everybody. And I was like, it's just fucking scary shit, man. It was it was just scary. I just started looking at people in school differently, like, after that. It was, like, at the end of my senior year when that happened in high school, 99. I'll never forget it. Cause like, everybody like, school was just different that next day. It was, like, everybody, I think, had a wake-up call. Now, you hear school shooting, you're like, "Oh, another one?" But back then, that was not a normal thing. It's, like, almost fucking normalized at this point. We're, like, almost desensitized to it, sadly. But back then, that shit never happened, dude. Ever. You never heard that shit. Not to that scale, at least. I never heard anything like that. Oh my God. Thank God he left campus. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And the worst thing is when they take their own lives afterwards, too. Oh, I hear the bus passing. All right, I'm going to end this because he's going to come in here like a fucking wrecking ball. Wrecking ball. Wait, Jackson, you're a millennial then. It's like I hate millennials. If you graduated in 2005, boy, you a millennial. Class of 99. Yeah, that's my year. Class of 99. All right, I'm gonna end this because I just heard my son's bus rolling by, so I'm sure he's gonna be coming in here. Well, he's been making his own sandwiches when he gets home from school. So I usually make them, or his dad makes them, but he's been making them. He comes home every day and makes himself an egg sandwich. He wanted to do it. I'm like, all right, go ahead. Don't burn the house down. But anyway, all right, let me go talk to him and see how his day was, and I'll see you guys maybe Friday. I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday? Today, Wednesday? No, Thursday. Oh, shit. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Have a great day. Peace.